podcast. They've been trying to get me to do podcasts, man. I just don't.
Yeah.
Tony did it, but.
Yeah, we live mic too, but you go ahead.
All right.
Yeah. But you said who doing it?
Tony Boy got one called.
Yeah. I already know that. Yeah. Tony Boy shit fire too. I saw it. And they got a nice setup too.
Yeah, he spent some money though. He spent some money on this though.
Yeah.
I was looking at it when he first started. But it's more of a studio too.
Yeah.
He got the podcast area, but he got a studio.
I'm about to say he probably recorded that too. Like
he got a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
He went on to spend the money on it and did it right. So I'm like, cool.
I wonder is he gonna like eventually like rent it out to other people and
yeah, he let people do it.
Oh, okay.
Cause I was gonna do I was looking for a studio to do a podcast once a month, but it was more on music review with all the DJ panel.
Oh, okay.
It was gonna be a bunch of us.
Just talking music and
talking music
okay.
and giving people pointers on what you could do to get your song played this month, how to do it.
Right.
And follow it by step every month.
Okay.
I'm hoping to get some of that out of you today.
That's easy though.
I'm just putting it up on the social real quick. We're gonna get this thing started.
Yeah, cause my homeboy who's coming, he gonna come in a minute, but he got a podcast. It's called the Red Couch Stand.
Oh, okay.
Red Couch Stand.
Yeah.
Okay.
He coming. He just, he like, bro, go to all the stuff with me. He just be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he talk about on here?
The same. It's just different, bro.
Okay.
It's like an open platform of what's going on, and that's what people. You can't limit yourself on the podcast. You got to have an open platform where you can switch up. See how y'all got today's topic.
Yeah.
You got Glorilla, D-Lo, but you also want a lot of people they put a topic and that's what it box you in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually was part of the reason how we got together.
Yeah.
We're doing a radio show.
Okay.
And it was like community sports report. Like we were kind of guests on it, but like you had to talk about just like this limited stuff. And we were together. You just felt like, well, hey, there's a lot more stuff we'd like to talk about.
Right.
And then that was kind of the genesis. Well, why don't we try to get a show where we do what we want to do and talk about what we want to talk about? And so that was kind of the origin of what we do.
But I'm gonna tell you something though. It's actually pretty good to concentrate your show on one or two things, especially when you're trying to monetize on YouTube, because YouTube will put you in a box. So if you only, you know what I'm saying, if you only talk about scary stories at night and that's all y'all do on the podcast, y'all talk about scary stories and everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then they gonna put you in that box. So anybody go on YouTube looking for scary stories, your stuff gonna pop up first. But the way the algorithm work, especially on YouTube, if you talking about scary stories and then you talking about Tom Brady, then you talking about Bossman DLow, you know what I mean? They don't know where to put you at. You know what I'm saying? So when people search for random things, your stuff really not gonna come up. So that's kind of what we fighting right now.
Yeah.
Cause we'll go through a stretch. Cause I went to Bethune, right? So we'll go through a stretch. I'll talk about HBCU stuff, get pumped up, get wild. You know what I mean? And for a minute, if I go on a couple of weeks, they'll put us through all the HBCU channels, and our views will be like that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, while we going through that couple of weeks where we talking about HBCU stuff and we getting that traffic, if I throw in whatever, like I said, Bossman DLow, and we start talking about music and hip hop, the views on that gonna be low until we get to talking about a lot of music, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's just YouTube. I done figured out YouTube that way.
Right.
Social media, that's a whole different beast. But as long as you got a presence on social media, so you know what I mean. That's just different. That's about building a presence.
Right. And I was just talking to Blue-Ray about that right now because, bro, I know for sure. Me and Blue-Ray watching my Instagram. Well, I watched it with me coming home from prison to now. And organically, I gained almost 9,000 followers.
Yeah. I be on your lives when you used to go live.
And that's what we're just talking about.
It been what? How long since?
I can't go live due to the fact that I don't know why. Like I got banned one time, but
for real?
I ain't been live in 9 months.
That's
I
what I'm
can't go
saying.
live in 9 months.
It's been
But we trying to figure out why. He like, you might be shadow banned. I'm like, for what though?
Yeah. They it's finicky though. Instagram did us like that. Like I say, because we was monetized, and then you know, ain't no telling what me and Pink might say on here. and then we just got permanently banned from being monetized on Instagram and Facebook. Like, it's
For
just,
real? I didn't know that.
it's just set up there and it never moved. It's been like that for a year, almost a year now.
Damn.
Mine's won't even.
But we can go live though if we wanted to.
Yeah, I can't go live.
Yeah.
Only thing I can go live on is Facebook, and I don't have a print. Well, I do and don't. Like, my Facebook ain't my strong fight, but I go live on it.
Yeah. Well, you guys are on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. We're available on all, and I do mean all podcast streaming platforms, including here on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. All right, I am DJ4D. 4D in the building. What's going on?
What's up?
All right. Now, we're going to be talking about a lot of different things today, along with DJ4D, you know, how he got started, what's going on in the music scene, Bossman DLow, Glorilla, some of this good stuff that's going on. And then we also going to be talking about some sports stuff, too. Of course, the NFL is here this week. We have Florida State, Florida Gators. We're going to wrap that up because I don't foresee us doing weekly reviews on them. All right. And keep it going that way. All right. Now, let me see here. Now, 4D, it's a lot of different ways I wanted to go, and my phone would not stay lit up. That's I got this new phone, man. I was telling Pink before the show, I got my phone wet, man. I had to get a whole new phone. And the way they got it set up these days, you can't survive without a phone, dog.
You can't.
No.
Like, you can't survive without a phone, man.
Anything you do, you gonna need a phone.
Yeah.
Anything, dog.
But what's crazy, you make money off that phone, boy. You gonna, if you know like I know, I keep it. Get it right. Get it fixed.
What, Pete, you said you was at a park and had to leave to go get your phone.
Yeah. I lost it, and like based on what I do for work, I could not be without a phone. I could not be disconnected for, more than an hour or two. So I literally left, went straight to T-Mobile, got a new phone, got everything back running, and then just flooded with emails and everything else.
I had places to go, and I'm from Orlando.
Don't we all?
And could not even get to these places. I'm like, I know how to get to this place.
GPS, man.
GPS, Google Maps, everywhere.
Yeah.
Without that phone, I'm dead in the water.
Do you got the GPS in the car?
No, it's hooked to my phone.
Oh, you don't have a car GPS? Oh,
No, I don't have car GPS.
Yeah, you need that, man.
Yeah, you got to have it, man. So, now I'm back. Just got a brand new phone yesterday evening.
Yeah.
So, I'm back in the mix.
Did you save all your porn to the cloud?
I'm going to tell you what. Didn't have no porn. But, I had some pictures and videos. And they forever lost, man. They forever lost, man.
That's the hurt.
That's
the
that
hurt
super
feeling.
hurt, man. That's that super hurt.
You can't go back and relive it.
Can't go back and relive it, dog.
Damn.
And I can't go back and ask for, hey, can you send me that?
Send that back to me.
Who says you can't?
Yeah.
Hey, worst they can do is say no.
Yeah. So there's some people happy to hear about that. But 4D, every time I see you, I randomly see you sometimes. Every time I see you, you're working. I don't randomly see you chilling or out doing whatever. You be working wherever I see you at, man. What's like? Talk about that grind and how do you have to grind like that? It's being a DJ.
I ain't gonna say you have to grind. It's just with me being for a quick backstory, the penitentiary, man. When I went to the penitentiary and did that time, I looked at it like, hey, if I can work for free then and don't get no rest, when I come home, get to it, man. Because, that's a good saying. Why the good and get it. You got to get that money while it's good.
Yeah. Now, how long you was DJing before you went to jail?
Actually, I've been playing music my whole life, as you know. But physically DJing, I was DJing like maybe, I left at 15, maybe 8 months, 9 months.
8-9 months before you went. So you really didn't get that much traction. Or let me ask you, how much traction did you get? Was you doing small parties? Was you in the clubs?
Honestly, it's a tragic way I got on as DJing. So I came on, I was around the late Disco JR, watching him, and we ain't expect it. He got killed in the middle of the year. Boom. I knew the basics of it, but I wasn't really DJing just yet. He was showing me pointers. Then when he died, it's like, it's time to put them shoes on to keep his name alive. I wasn't trying to take his place fill the void. I was just in honor and like, let me do this, man. Bro was showing me them. That's the honor, respect. I'm gonna just do this, and it popped, but I got locked up too in the process of it. So like when I tell people like, how long you been DJing? When I can honestly say 3-4 years, and they be looking at me, you lying. Hey man, I'm telling you, I wasn't DJing for 9 months before I went to prison and came home. So it's like that's the truth. I can't make it up.
So how did you do you put a large percentage towards disco, JR? I'm saying where you at right now, because it's DJing is just like a lot of other things. It's a saturated field, especially a lot of people DJ. So how are you in these high name clubs? How are you with these high name artists?
Oh, basically, bro, it's.
Did you skip the line?
Yeah, I skipped the line. Truly, I did. I didn't. I'm not gonna say I skipped the grind.
Right.
But I did have I had a cheat code. Like I said, he was the great, bro. You can't take nothing from him. He won DJ of Florida, you know what I'm saying? So really I had a cheat code. That's like right now if I put you in a room with Khaled for 6 months, you're gonna come out with something, you're gonna be polished.
Yeah.
You might not make a platinum record, but you're gonna make something to get people attention. And that's just what it was, bro. Around him every day in, day out, learning it and mastered it. But also I played the drums growing up. So it's like that's all it is. It's timing.
What mixing the songs and
mixing
stuff like
the
that?
song is timing, everything is timing.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's easy but hard. And you gotta know you gotta know music.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too.
It's funny because I tell Pink all the time, like when we talk about different things on the show, it's like growing up, it's like we only think we really got 3 options, which is like rapping or music, playing sports, or it's some type of hustling, whether it's selling drugs or kicking in doors or stuff like that. So when you, it wasn't DJing at first for you, but you thought it was gonna be somewhere in music.
Right. I thought it was gonna be in music. I thought, because honestly, like I said, I played the drums. My cousin Blu-ray was a keyboard. He played the keyboard. He played everything. He made beats.
Yeah.
So I used to always look at it like, this somewhere we gonna be in the lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my cousin, but it's a big brother, little brother type of relationship. So we always knew we was gonna be somewhere in this field. Right. And then just so happened it shifted for me in the club life. So it shifted. It stayed with him. So it's like it worked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna be a gospel drummer. Yeah, you'd asked me 15 years ago. I'm playing drums in the church. Right. So you just don't know.
Now, you ain't got to answer this if you don't want to, but this is just a question popping up in my head now. So, thinking you was gonna be a gospel drummer, and knowing you in that atmosphere, where did the turn come, and how did you end up in jail?
Bro, like they say, man. I'm gonna be they say church kids be the baddest, but I ain't gonna say bad. It's just. It's a way, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the hood. I grew up in the hood. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. My mom was a single parent. I come from a single home, single mom. So it's like, yeah, you go to church, but at the same time, you still dibbling, dabbling over here. Yeah. And then being around the wrong people too, that gets you caught up, because that's the clear case of me. Yeah. I'm being somewhere I'm supposed to be, and get caught up, and end up doing 84 months, doing 7 years in the penitentiary.
Damn. That's a good little stretch too.
Yeah, that's a good stretch, man. But I also, my mom raised me on something like, that's your friend, them your friends, you know what you're doing. So when the heat come, go on, lay down, take your lick now. Yeah.
What was the original sentence?
7 years.
Oh, and you had to do all 7?
So the way it went, bro, I had a minimum mandatory. So the minimum mandatory was 3 years. But your time wasn't gonna lap up. What you doing 3 years in the penitentiary, minimum mandatory, that's 36 months. You got 84 months. You can't get game time for the first 3 years. So by the time your game time kick in, then I went back to the county jail to fight my appeal. I said enough 6 months. Yeah. So all along, I got 40 months of no day for day, no game time. So I end up doing like maybe 6 years, 4 months to the door.
Oh damn.
What? Did you know that was coming? Like before the sentence came, what you was what was you hearing about?
What's crazy about this case, bro? My case and everything, it's over with. So when I got locked up, you couldn't ask everybody in Orlando, "Oh, he'll be home in 2 months." Yeah, you couldn't tell nobody. Yeah, it was a bullshit. It was a bogus case, man. It was a bogus case. It was bogus, but I also, like I say, man, me and my mom look back at it. I believe in the higher power. I believe in God and Jesus. So I look at it like, that might have was a sign for God to shield me and protect me from what was really going on in the streets. Like, it was a lot of beef, bro. My neighborhood, I was in the middle. I wasn't gonna say the middle of it, but I would have had to choose. I was messing with a lot of people that really caught beef with each other. So it's like, it's either you gonna be in the middle and get killed, then I'm a DJ. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would have been the first target. Bam. And it's like, you gotta look at it like that. You can't cry about the time. You gotta look at it as a reality. That might have been a way of God just shielding you and putting you away from it. Because I don't know, I might not be here if I was on the street still and didn't do that time.
Yeah.
Did you have a trial in your case?
Yeah, I had a trial.
Okay.
That's why I say it was. So if you know, like, so I never told the people the case, but basically, the house wasn't in my name. Nothing was in my name linking me to this residence. But you trying to say this is my house. The homeowner say he don't know who I am, never seen me a day in my life. So how can you convict me of a house that you saying I'm selling drugs out of and all this stuff in his mind? How can you convict me of something that I don't have my name on a lease or nothing?
Okay.
But I still got found guilty by a jury.
Damn.
So when you look at the bigger picture of it, you look at it, well, what really happened? That's what really happened. But it's like it's a shield. Like, then it took me so long to get back. I came back. I lost in 15, went to prison. I didn't get back to Orange County till 2020. I got out in 21.
Yeah.
Damn.
The beef was almost dead and gone.
Damn. Now, coming from, two people that never been to jail, how accurate is these prison and jail shows that they got on here? You ever watched any of them? Like, whatever it is. I
seen a few of them. Like,
all the way down to Prison Break. It don't matter what kind of it is. I ain't even talking about the 30 days in and all that.
Prison, it's like this, bro. This is my thing. My take on prison. Prison is what you make it. Because you got some people, you look at the story, some people went to prison, come out millionaires. It's what you make it, bro. It ain't, me personally, I tell you to stay away from the G's. The G's are the gang, the gays, you know what I'm saying? And gambling. The 3 G's, if you stay away from the 3 G's, the gangs, the gays, and the gambling, you'll be home with no problem. Yeah. Because once you get caught up in one of them, you in some mess.
Yeah. I guess the thing is, and partly from watching the shows, there's like a narrative that when you go in, like, you almost are forced to do something, like to associate with certain people or whatever. But in your experience, you didn't feel.
You don't have to. So it's like this here, bro. When you go to prison, when you get to prison, you're gonna be more of your city, like an X-Man. Like I'm an X-Man. I'm from Orlando, so every DC number out of Orlando is X6 something, XX something. Polk County got a C, and other places got different. So they know where you from by your ID number. So you automatically gonna become affiliated with Orlando because that's where you're from.
Got you.
But that's not a gang. They try to make it a gang, but it's not a gang.
Right.
So when you get up to prison, you just stay to yourself, because don't get me wrong, it's not like they raping and killing people all the time in prison.
Right.
Yeah, it happened, but you got to be done did something, act like you was this type of guy, and they test it. So it's like, as long as you stay to yourself or stay with your people, you're straight.
Got you.
Yeah. All right. Now, what, as you've been DJing since you've been out and going on, what level of artist have you been around?
Like my homeboy Live, he just did 20 years from Orlando. He out though. He just did 20. Me and him was up the road together, but like he's saying, it's all truth to it. But you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. He came home alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 20.
That's ain't got to worry about it. Ain't got nothing on his rap sheet. Ain't nothing on his jersey. 20 years and came home. So it's what you make it, bro. Prison is based off what you make it.
Yeah. That's a long road, that boy.
Yeah, but you got people who like, for instance, you got Hot Mike just came home a couple months ago. He did 15 years.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, don't get me wrong. You out of sight, you out of mind. But when you out of sight, out of mind, you got to do something to occupy your mind. You got to keep, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep reading. You can't let this thing called institution get institutionalized.
Yeah.
Like, I would never let my mind be stuck in this place that they call prison or jail.
You know what? I was finna change the conversation, but I do want to ask you this. While you in there, are you really thinking to yourself like, damn, I had whatever, all these friends and family when I was out. Now that I'm in, I know the conversations come down a little bit. Are you thinking like, damn, I wish more of my friends and family would write me or come and visit me or this and that, spend more time?
So look, I can speak for everybody that have been in that type of situation. You want more. You want the support, bro. But reality of it is, life goes on.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it. Like, don't get me wrong. them 15 minutes I be on the phone, them be the best times of people's life in prison. When they can pick up that phone and hear they people on the other side, they escape in prison for them 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, why you in prison? You only can do so much. Send me some $2, send $2. Send me some pictures, boom. But the reality of it is life goes on. And all us in prison know this.
Yeah.
So we find comfort in one another. We'll kick it, play cards. But as long as you got the basic, I feel like everybody in prison, as long as you got some money on your books, that's 99% of the problem going away. The other problem is it's not like you're in the county jail fighting the case. You know what you got already.
Yeah.
So if you got the release date, you just looking forward to the release date. You know what you got. You just got to make it to that release date. So it's hard, but at the same time, do we get sad? Yeah, you get emotional, but you get all that part of doing your time. Your girl might leave you, but guess what? We make jokes other than them. That's the only thing you can do. You got to make the best of what you got going on.
Yeah. No, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's facts. I asked, because I get different family members. I got a cousin in there right now. I feel like he just did something, outrageously stupid, and he got the long road. He looking at the long road, right? And I'm like, and I ain't called him yet. I ain't, tried to go visit him. And I'm like,
you got to see. I'm gonna tell you what you got to do. Like what I tell people, everybody mess up. Everybody mess up. Everybody, you might say this is stupid, but you got to go check on your people, make sure he mentally. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mentally, bro. Prison is but it play with your mental. Because why I say that? Just say they want to be nasty to you. They got a 23-hour lockdown.
Yeah.
They got a 23-hour lockdown. They got a 24-hour lockdown. You behind a wall. Come take out. You take a shower every 3 days, every other day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes you might get a little canteen. Sometimes you might not. So mentally, you in a wall. I caught COVID in prison.
Yeah.
They sent me to the box.
Because you had COVID.
Man, I sat in the box for 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
I'm kicking the door. What the hell I did? I ain't did nothing.
Yeah.
You treat me like I did something.
Yeah.
But it's mentally not a whole, you know what I'm saying? It was a big spread through Tomoka. It's not, you got to put a whole dorm. Yeah. Now they pulling you from the box, putting you in the dorm because you can't stop COVID. COVID was a massive spread. So, but mentally, boom, mind you, I catch COVID. My brother died the same week.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Not you.
My mind gone. My mama stressing.
Yeah.
One of my sons dead.
Yeah.
He got a deadly disease in him right now. Fighting this deadly. I'm COVID. It's at a high rise. She don't know what to do. All she knows is she got to bury her son. I don't sound like myself, and I'm in prison without the health care, so they don't know what's up. So it's like, that's stress on you too. Like, boy, I keep telling them I'm gonna beat it, mom. I'm straight. I'm gonna beat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a lot, bro. You got a lot you deal with in there. But like I say, for you to have a cousin that's locked up, you got to go check on his mental. Yeah. Don't sit here and say, oh, cuz I'm going to send you $100. Like what people prefer to realize, $25, $30, what we eat on the streets, that's a week's supply of food in there.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. That's what, you can make a living. You can survive in there. Get you a box of noodles. Get you some beans, some chips. You don't need all that. It sounds like it's nothing here. But that's big on them.
Yeah.
You got some people get $100 a month.
Yeah, and they living like kings.
You eat, live. You get like for instance, I had my mama in Bang. I was getting a minimum of $200 a month. That's love.
Yeah,
that's $50 a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you come to realize, I don't need. I get $35. Now you got $15, $20 on music. They got tablets. Might rent you a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different, bro. So it's like
different when you got something on there.
Yeah, so when like me personally, bro, I got people call me from the chain gang, not even from Orlando. People I met from the joint, Pensacola. We ain't never seen each other. It's a love thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. Like my main man, he got killed last year on his motorcycle. That's all he talked about, his motorcycle. Avery. He get out and get killed. That's my main man. He from Orlando. Never seen him before I went to prison. Yeah. Our relationship was so strong and so locked in because that's all I know. Like y'all two, if y'all had to stay together 3 years, 24 hours a day, can't nobody else tell you nothing else about this person because you've been with this person that long, bro. Yeah. So it's a different love and respect for one another as men in prison. They bond gonna be stronger than your childhood friend.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because
just off a few years.
Just off a few years.
The intensity of it.
We locked up. Everything, bro. We go through everything here. If I lose somebody, I go through it with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anything happen, I go through it with you. So it's like that's who I'm attending to.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real. Now I'm gonna say this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they still saying pause and none of that, but boy, you got that shit on right now. I don't know what you got on here.
That's the cologne, man.
I don't know what you got on here, boy, but I need to go to the store and get some of that, boy.
Me and Hot Rod be talking about it. Shout out to Hot Rod, Ultimate Express. But my partner, man, he be messing with me because he be like, man, what you got on, bro? Everywhere I go, they ask me, what you got on? What that smell is?
I tell you, but I don't even take no shower with that, boy.
I'm good. I was supposed to, bro. Me and him was talking about I was supposed to drop a cologne line tomorrow for my birthday.
For real?
Yeah, I was supposed to. That's what it is. It's something I made. It's an oil I made. I mixed it up.
What you're wearing is your own thing.
Yeah, I made it. Yeah, I developed oil.
Well, you gotta be so. You gotta custom.
Yeah,
you got a customer.
Everybody
right
would smell
here,
it, be like that. They be like, "What that is?"
You gotta convert Bubba from being a soap and water guy to a cologne man.
Facts. Cause what I do, I've been doing this since I was in my first college.
Yeah.
I just match my soap, my deodorant, and my lotion. That's my little secret. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I do good with it now. But when I come across somebody that got that got that pack on, I'ma ask. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But once again, you guys are still on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. All right, we have DJ4D in the building now. Like I said, you've been DJing now for a while. You out of prison. You've been DJing for a while. What artists have you come across, whether in concerts or shows or whatever around town? You know, what are some of the bigger name artists you come across?
Well, I came across a lot, bro, artist wise. But I think the biggest that everybody know, the biggest who I got a good relationship with and came across before he got big was Bossman DLow. Man, he was straight. We
and
tight.
It was before he got big.
Yeah, like I did DLow. I did DLow last Thanksgiving before he got on this wave. But DLow, me and DLow been talking in the DM for a little minute. Like,
yeah.
Cool. You know what I'm saying? It was just on some, it wasn't no homeboy type thing. It was on some artist trying to get his music out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, send me this. He's sending me music. We got a few text messages, but it ain't like no day-to-day homeboy. Right. We got a good relationship.
Now, so when that relationship first started, when you first met him, what was it on? Like he was trying to get his music played, or did he have a show in town?
So for people, so DLow came to my show last November, last Thanksgiving.
When you say your show, what you mean?
Yeah. So okay. So I booked DLow.
Okay.
I booked DLow. That was one of my first bookings. I booked DLow I booked him last September for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So as his music is growing, but prior to that, DLow was here 2-3 times already. He was still a newcomer artist. He wasn't at that bubbling spot. He did Guilt with me. They did a showcase with Mello. Did something like, not a showcase, but a Florida run with all the artists that was grinding in Florida. So we did that at Guilt. Then he came to my partner Africa Black had Tuesday, Dollar Tuesday. He did a show. His rise was still this here. So I was seeing one down. I was seeing one in Men's Closet, and I'm telling Hot Rod, like, man, we can get DLow. I'm telling you, he gonna be hot by then. He gonna be there. So everybody like, you think so? I'm like, man, I wrote him. You know what I'm saying? I hit him. Bro, what you gonna charge me? He send me the price, like, bro, give me this. I'm like, all right, bet. But he like, just send me a deposit so we can lock in. Because due to the fact the classic is the week before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And I'm hitting him in September, so I'm like, let me go and beat him to the punch so he won't be here classic. So I locked him in, we did it. The show went excellent. I promise you, right after DLow got off my show, the price he gave me, DLow went up 2 times that.
I was finna ask you, can you like, not even for your particular show, but like, where you think his price kind of started at, and where you kind of think it is right now?
So,
to book DLow for a show.
So honestly, when I booked DLow was $9,000.
$9,000.
I gave him $9,000.
Okay.
I kid you not. I swear.
That's low now. And that's low.
Listen, I booked DLow in September for $9,000. When it came to November, time out his manager, I tried to get I got another show the next day in Duval. And the only reason they gave me my same price was me, and he was like, boom. But somebody else, it was $15,000. The next day, his price went to $15,000. The next day, he went to $15,000. I bought him back. Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl is in January.
Yeah.
He was at $30,000.
From Thanksgiving basically to January.
Yep.
Went from 9 to 20. What you said?
30. He was at
30.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah.
He was at $30,000. Right now, I done seen DLow done got $100,000 for a show.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, so Orlando watched it. So hands down, we watched DLow become a millionaire.
Yeah.
Like hands down, that ain't no deal, no nothing. You watched him make $1 million on the road.
Yeah.
And his grind is Man, like I got a grind in the DJ world. His grind is in that rap world is crazy.
Yeah.
Like he having one of the run. This might be one of the greatest runs you're gonna ever see.
This is a hell of a run.
And people don't understand that, like, because we're in society right now, so people don't look at it like you're looking at greatness.
Yeah.
You looked at greatness. The man been rapping and got within the last 6 months he put out an album. All this, he got 4 plats in 6 months.
Yeah.
You got artists that been out 20 years ain't got a plat.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he started bubbling kind of late, right? How old was he when he started?
He been rapping. He just switched it. D-Lo went to prison. He just switched his flow up. When he switched his flow up, it caught.
Took off.
Yeah.
It caught. It was different. Like if you go look at his, you can look at him on YouTube. He got old music.
Yeah.
But he switched his flow up, and when he switched his, really what people fail to realize, it's crazy how it sounds. And I say this all the time to rappers, try to help rappers out on his music. If you ain't got your own lane, find your own lane. D-Lo found what was missing, talking about money. If you hear what he not talking about killing, spinning, bang, bang, shoot him up. He talking about getting them some money.
Yeah.
A person that clock in on a 9 to 5, they getting some money.
Yeah.
Everybody
Can relate
in
to
life can relate to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Get him some money.
Yeah. Yeah. And I ain't gonna say, when he started bubbling, like really, really bubbling, it was a natural thing for the drill music to drill music was already kind of going out, and I'll say in Florida. It was still decent. Like right now, I think drill music in Florida it's dead. It's dead.
So if you listen to him, everybody using that lingo. Now they're using his lingo. Baby,
Yeah.
they're trying to be on that cadence of his.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late to try to take the cadence because, in all honesty, you got 4 top people out of Florida, man. And of my generation. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
Of my generation, you got Kodak.
Yeah.
He in his own lane. Rod Wave.
Own lane.
Own lane. Boston Richie, his own little lane.
Yeah.
Then you got D-Lo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I agree with that. Now you got one more coming up now, and I think he in his own lane, flow wise anyway, and that's Lil Tyler.
yeah, but Lil Tyler,
Flow, at least
I
flow-wise.
feel like Lil Tyler is my generation, but he's still a generation under me.
No, he is.
So,
No,
but when
he
it
is.
comes to his
That's why I
lane,
said come in.
he in his own lane. So you got different lanes, but it's like rappers are they bouncing. They don't know what they want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. You got to find a sound and stick with it and master that sound. You can't make a song today talking like this, then come over here and talk. It might work, it might not, but your fans going to be confused on what you're trying to put out. Like, hey, they ain't care what he doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As in Rod Wave, people can hate Rod Wave. All they know is he gonna be sad and be in his feelings. But guess what? That's what made Rod Wave Rod Wave.
Yeah.
Kodak, you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But that's what made Yak. That's what made him who he is.
Yeah.
So it's like for D-Lo, guess what they gonna say? Boy, he gonna talk about getting that money. He gonna motivate you, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Nah, that's a real good point, though. That's a real good point.
But I think once you start to bubble, though, you got to stay specifically with that.
Yeah.
Now you have an audience, and they're fucking with your content. That's what they're expecting.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they want you to deliver that. Now, if you get to a certain level, you can maybe kind of switch things up to be fresh or new or whatever. But at that point, you've got a base of fans that are your people.
Yeah.
You know, and you could take them somewhere.
Yeah.
But when you're somebody that's just starting to go, once you hit something, you got to ride that for a bit.
Yeah. Where you think D-Lo can go from here?
Bro, D-Lo. Me personally, bro, he can go to he gonna be here a while. Like I told
You
my
think he
homeboy.
gonna be here for a minute?
So my homeboy. So I ain't gonna say who it was.
Yeah.
Because that's my homeboy. So it's like, but he didn't see D-Lo going this far.
Yeah, some people thought he was gonna be in and out real quick.
Man, he used to argue. Cause he's like, boy, you a D-Lo diehard. I'm like, nigga, but listen, he fine. I'm telling you now. So he used to argue. We used to argue about it. Cause he like, he ain't gonna have no run. I'm like, bro, this one I knew he was gonna have a run. He called me, jamming D-Lo. Boy, this record here. When I heard, that's when I knew. When I seen D-Lo touched him with that song, I say, he gonna be big because this a hard critic, bro. He's a hard critic to win over on music.
Yeah.
And when he went to jam, he like, boy, he talking that getting money. And when he was talking like that, I'm like, yeah. But D-Lo gonna be here for a while because, bro, like honestly, it's nobody really talking about getting. He's a South rapper that we can relate to his lingo. And he talking like getting money, and the beats be good. You know what I'm saying? He got a combination of everything, bro.
He do.
He got a combination of everything.
He actually He actually in the city right now. He doing a video with 10. I don't know if I'm letting the cat out the bag. The song not released yet, but they doing a video for the song right now with 10%. You know what I mean? Of CMG. So
yeah, man. Listen,
he working,
crazy.
man.
D-Lo be here all the time. He been in Orlando all the time. D-Lo pop up the men's closet, random day.
They used to say that like Orlando is known for how should I say this? Like when an artist is at that level, like when Kodak was at that level, that Bossman at, like Orlando would pull him here, like try to pull him in every weekend when he was like whatever within 5 and 10K a show, you know. They
Orlando
the same
will
thing with
run.
Bossman.
Listen, Orlando will run an artist to the ground.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
like,
they said.
I'm in the promoter work. I'm gonna tell you why though. I'm gonna be honest with you though, because Orlando is sad to say. It's sad to say. Orlando don't get behind their own like they get behind an out-of-towner.
Okay.
So as a promoter and a DJ,
you got to take advantage.
I got to take advantage of that because guess what? The artist that's coming in, he's popping, but he's not charging me an arm and a leg, and the Orlando going to keep coming to see him.
Yeah.
So it's like, as a bit, you can't look at it personally. You got to look at it as a business standpoint. Business standpoint, you're in a business to make money, not lose money. So if I keep booking this artist and y'all going to keep paying me to come see this same artist?
Doing the same song. Because like you said, you had him the 1 month,
bro, listen,
and you brought him back the next month to do the same
I bought him
song.
November. I bought him back January, him and YTB Fat.
Yeah.
You know what I
YTB
mean?
Fat came like in October, November, bought them back together. But the song, so it's just crazy because you go see them. That's what it is. So it's like, as a business, you can't look at it as a promoter. As a businessman, you're gonna invest your money. Yeah. I'm gonna keep investing into the same person if y'all gonna keep spending and come seeing the same person.
Yeah. You just want to make money.
That's what it's about, making money.
That's it.
All right, now I'm glad you switched to that now, because that's where the divide kind of starts. Because you say, okay, you bringing this artist here all the time because the audience, the people of Orlando is coming to see him, but now you got the local artists who are wanting support, and they see it a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they feel like the local artists feel like DJs and promoters don't mess with them like that. But it's like this here, bro. Like,
but y'all mess with out of towners.
So tell me, how did we get on the out of towners? How did we get to knowing the out of towners?
Because of the audience, because of the people.
I asked every rapper that. I asked them that's one question I asked them.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all mess up. Well, how did I get to know this out of town dude? So obviously he's marketing himself something you ain't doing. If he's not from Orlando and everybody in Orlando know who it is, how is that?
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
They got to be seeing him somewhere.
Yeah.
Where's these people finding out who is this person? Why we can't find out who you is and you from here? So what's the difference between him and you?
I can't answer that.
It's a question that get every artist stuck, just how I just did. And they be looking at me like this. Man,
Bubba just got stuck like every other
You get stuck.
Because some of them be making some decent argument, and some of them get hot.
They make arguments, but the argument gonna fall back on how did I meet? If he's not from Orlando, how did I meet this person?
Right. How did you? Yeah.
But what if they get what because we don't know. But what if it was a DJ or promoter in they city that helped break them?
That's networking.
Yeah.
But I mean,
so if I don't know you and you're from Orlando and you're a rapper, that's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem. If I don't know you're from, like right now, and we talking music, sports, all this, right? Right now from Orlando, you know who Michael James is.
Yeah.
Michael James, our little cousin, grew up in the church.
Yeah.
But if you're a sports fan, you're going to know who he is.
Yeah.
He play ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to know who Malik is. If you watch football, you're going to know who Malik is. Why? Because you play ball. This is something you do.
Yeah.
So you're going to read up on something you do and find out who's. That's like Cocky Kind. Cocky Kind know all the young guys that's playing ball. This is lane. That's what he want to do. So as an artist, you would want to know who all the DJs is and who I need to tap in with to get me heard.
Yeah.
Because this is something you really want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
No, it do. So what does an artist, what does a local artist need to do in 2024?
Tap in with 4D because I got a development plan. Me and P.I. Bain dropping a development plan, and we're going to guarantee it's going to be a 90-day plan. We're going to guarantee you're going to be getting paid after we get you development plan.
Now 4D, you know what I'm saying? I like what you're saying, but you know that ain't possible.
No, but see, so basically, bro, you gonna get paid because we gonna clean everything up with you. We gonna it's like the Army, bro. Break you down, mow you up. We gonna sharpen your tools up on it because when we get done with you, we gonna give you all the tools you need.
But will you review them first?
Yeah, listen, you gonna be with us for 90 days. We gonna sharpen you up for 90 days.
You ain't picking up what I'm putting down.
We gonna review because we gonna make sure you're ready to get.
Yeah, but I'm saying because there's some artists out there that don't need to be artists. They need to be in another field.
So
working.
me and him, we got a saying, bro, it ain't for you. Rapping ain't for you.
Okay, all right.
So it's not about no money.
But you just take it as he's guaranteed he can find anybody off the
Yes.
street.
No.
I don't think that's
No. We not. I'm not guaranteeing anybody can be an artist.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm guaranteeing you if you're good at what you're doing.
Okay.
We just gonna help. We gonna have a talk with you, show you the skill, show you everything.
Yeah.
We're gonna take you step by step on what an artist should do, what an artist need help with.
Okay.
And just sharpen your tools up, bro.
It's filling in that disconnect. Somebody that has some talent and a little something, but they're not connecting. They're not getting the marketing angle. They're not polished enough, professional enough to grow.
John Cocky, what's up, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
no, and I like that, and I like that P.I. is in there with you. One thing I loved about P.I. during his stretch was I felt like he bought the quality videos to the game, to the local, to because people wasn't really, rappers here wasn't really on that.
I think with P.I., like, bro, that's my partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love him dearly. So it's like, I feel like the city just don't respect what he bring to it because don't get me wrong, bro. It's his deliverance sometimes.
It is.
He might go rampant. He might do this deliverance, but he's passionate about this, right? So with that being said, I tell people all the time, and anything I do, half of the stuff you might be talking about might be BS. But so you got to take the BS and the knowledgeable stuff out of what everybody say and dissect it and grab what you need to grab out of it to make yourself better. So what I mean by that, listen to what he's saying. If he say, oh, I got A&R, just give it a try. See what he say, ask some questions, just take some, like, if I need to be more knowledgeable on sports, hey, I mean, I got to listen. I might not believe half of it, but I need to listen to everything so I can dissect on what I need out of what you just said.
Yeah. No, I like that.
And that's what people mess up at. They don't take like you might tell me something. I'm going to listen to everything you say. Then if I know this much of it, I don't need that.
Yeah.
But the little part I don't know, I need more clarification on, I'm going to keep asking questions about that because I need to learn that side of it.
No, that's a great mentality because it is. Somebody could tell you 90% of stuff you already know, but it's what do you get out of that conversation? What do you get out of that thing? And you don't have to get the whole thing and replicate it, but if it gives you one thing that makes you better, it's a win.
Now, can you divulge any prices right now or not at this point?
No, you can't say prices because it's not gonna be expensive, but we're gonna show you. It's gonna be a breakdown.
Yeah,
it's gonna be we're gonna have a fee in there, but the breakdown gonna be showing you everything that like for instance, right? I'm gonna show you something. What this artist period. Artists don't get their music mixed and mastered.
Yeah,
that's something simple. You have to get your music mixed and mastered so it sound to its quality of what it is.
Right.
But what you rather do is record and just give it to me. But this one, another thing that I got in the package that I can give to people. Every song you make don't need a video. Mm-hmm. Everything you do don't need a video. I got a cheat code now. Everybody do. You just don't think about it. The cheat code is why make a video when you can make a trailer on Instagram. If it catch on Instagram, now we put some money into it. So the development plan is showing artists where to put their money at.
Right.
Because one thing about rap will run you dry.
Yeah.
Rap will run you dry. So either you're going to put your money where it need to be at or you're just going to waste all your money.
Yeah.
So that's the development plan on showing you different things about it. Like, don't blow your money. It's money management.
Yeah, no, yeah. and that's very important because rappers know that they need money but they don't. A lot of them don't know where to put their money at. So it's like oh, I spent this much money on this, but you ain't put it on the right.
So this is what I be telling rappers, right? And this just be on God honest truth, bro. Orlando is the home of hit producers. We come up with some of the best producers in the land, some of the best DJs out of Orlando. So, but what I be trying to tell artists, don't go spend $50,000 on jewelry and think a DJ or producer gonna give you a deal. The jury man ain't give you no deal. He hit you for 50. So why come to me and get a deal? Yeah. When you go to the mall, the Nemix, they don't give you no deal.
No.
So don't come looking for us for a deal because it's business. Ain't nothing personal. This the business side of it.
Yeah.
All that's in the business.
Yeah.
So I feel, me personally as a rapper, your image is everything. I feel if I'm a rapper and I'm coming out, I get me a little chain, some affordable, you know what I'm saying, 10 grand. Get me a little chain, be clean. When I upgrade my jewelry, it's going to be off the show money. Back to D-Low, watch it. Yeah. If you go back and look at it now, he didn't come out the gate spending money on jewelry. But as he went to get them 100,000, you went to seeing him popping it more. Guess what? When he go to spending that money on jewelry, he go to talking more. He go to seeing more stuff. So now it's more stuff you popping it on. Yeah. It's just what it is, bro. It's just, like I say, it's money management. You can't come out thinking, it ain't like back in the day where you could buy your way into it.
Yeah. Shout out to Blu-ray. He watching right now, commenting on YouTube.
Laughing. He's doing it all.
Yeah, because people, you know, so, Blu-ray my cousin, man. That big bro slag cuz.
Now, what do, if an artist come up to you right now, right, how do they get their song played? If out of the blue, you don't know him, you don't know you.
For one, this is what I hate. This is my biggest pet peeve as an artist and a DJ. Don't come to me in the middle of the club, ask me to play a song. Why? Because for one, you put me in your ish if you beefing with somebody. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing. That's rule number one. If you got an op in here and I'm playing your song and you dissing this op, I ain't heard your smoke. For two, I don't know, is it mixed or mastered? I haven't heard it. I don't know the BPM of it. I don't know where to place it at. A lot of times, if I play it in the club, I'm going to charge you $150, $200. I don't care about the music. I don't care about the song at the time.
Yeah.
All I care is about you paying me what I just told you to pay me.
Yeah.
So in order for me to like something, give it to me a day or two ahead. Let me listen to it, get my feedback. Now we can talk something. The fee ain't going to be nothing like it normally is going to be because I might like the song.
Yeah.
Like my birthday this weekend, I got a lot of rappers from Florida coming out for free though. They song is like this. They getting paid off their songs.
Yeah.
They ain't no D-Lo, but they getting paid.
Yeah.
But guess what they doing, bro? I fool with you. You help me out.
Yeah.
But that's what it is, because it's on time. Everything is timing. But don't come up to, that's like me coming to you in the middle of the game. Hey, man, somebody walking here right now for a shout out.
Yeah.
Get your, give me 500, I'll shout you out right now.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
No, that's a good point.
You want the right now price, so that's what it is. It's right now then.
Yeah.
And that's what artists fail to realize, because like I have a lot of artists that hit me in my DM, and I try to tell everybody the same thing, bro. It's only one of me, man.
Yeah.
It's only one of me. I get it. You want to come this, it's only one. So catch me. We'll chop it up. If you can't chop it up with me, you can hit. I got Hot Rod. Hot Rod is a manager. Blu-ray is a manager.
Yeah.
Hit them, man. Them boys talk to me every day. But guess what? You want to hit me when I'm in the club and drunk, I might not even remember this conversation anymore. I'm just being honest with you, bro.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It's like, then you want me to give you an honest opinion. I'm in the club, bro.
Yeah.
It's not the
I can't sit here and give you an honest opinion in the club. All I can give you is, bro, give me $150, I'll play it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get 4 of them, that's $450 on top of your check.
Is it effective to hit DJs in the on social media?
Yes, because you got DJs that be on social media. Yeah, bro, a lot of times, bro, I ain't gonna even say successful DJ. 98% of the DJs, they work flexible schedules. Like all DJs got day jobs, but they're not real day jobs. They're not no hard 9 to 5.
Yeah.
They might be working from 12 to 5. So it's a part-time job because we work at night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we always on our phones.
Yeah.
Like I got a DJ group chat right now. I just been in all day. All we doing at the group chat is put music. Music. Same thing y'all got. Y'all platform.
Yeah.
We talk about we got a podcast in the DJ group chat without having a podcast.
Yeah.
We talk about everything that go on. That's our safe place to talk about what music. Oh, this trash. It can go. Oh, this song fire, but he ain't got no budget. Like, as a DJ, we get left off with artists. Don't get me wrong, it ain't their responsibility, so guess what it is? It's our responsibility to get it while it's here now.
So if artists don't have a budget, what do they need to do?
Anything in life, create a budget.
You have to have a budget to get on.
That's my word of the year. Anybody tell you that's my word of the year, budget. And I tell people what budget means. That's like, for me, I got a party this Saturday. I got DJs, I got door staff, I got security. with or without anybody walking into a venue, I still got to pay these people something that's called a budget.
Yeah.
I still got to pay you. With or without anybody walking foot into the party,
Yeah.
I still have to pay you.
Yeah.
So that's what you call a budget.
Even if it flop.
If it flop,
Yeah.
even if it flop, I still have a budget to pay you.
Yeah, you got to take the hit.
Yeah, I take the hit.
Yeah.
That's what you call investment.
Yeah.
I took an roll the dice.
Yeah.
Artists, every time you create a song, that's rolling the dice. You rolling the dice and taking a chance on this, because it ain't no telling if this song gonna be a hit or not. That's the same thing with promoters. Like, shout out to Keith. Keith, boy, I love Keith. I love them. They're a promotion company, but guess what? They can take the hit tonight. That check still gonna be there.
Why that?
Because they business people. It's a business.
Yeah.
You can't continuously short people and act funky with the money and have people work with you.
Yeah, because I can honestly say, bro, promoters in Orlando, you don't have no janky promoters in Orlando.
Okay.
You'll get paid. As a DJ, you would get paid. I can honestly say that without nightlife, you would get paid by the promoter. If you don't get paid tonight, but you'll get paid. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. A lot of promoters we got cash out. So it's like, we ain't gonna stay around. Anybody see the limit of cash out today, next week you'll get a cash out. It ain't like they just gonna, oh, bro, we took it, we can't pay you. Nah, they'll get around to it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that. But as an artist, on a record and on a mixtape, give yourself a budget. Give yourself a time frame. What I see with Orlando artists is, they drop a record, don't do no promo, no nothing. They'll drop an album, don't do no promo, nothing. 90 days from now, EP on the way. You ain't let this jump. Yeah, you ain't let it kick up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even let it get hot yet. You talking about EP on the way.
Fact.
So, you're big on that, Bubba, because you feel some people don't let the music kind of simmer. They kind of
Yeah. No, for
crazy?
sure.
Show you something, right? This was crazy. Back to DLow, because that's who it is. DLow biggest record is Get In With Me.
Right.
His second biggest record is called Shake That Ass. That's 6 years old.
Really?
For real? I just heard that this year for the first time.
It's old.
Yeah.
That record was 2-3 albums ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
They show you TikTok.
Yeah. Did he keep working it, or did TikTok find it?
It caught it. So, but see,
Okay.
what I tell artists this all the time when you're making music. Forget about the music, bro. When you make it and you done with it, put it where it's on platforms. But if you got a real fan, they gonna go get back. They gonna go back and get all your old music.
Yeah.
Real fans go do homework,
Yeah.
and that's who make. Like for instance, Rich Homie Quan, he's getting booked off his old music.
Yeah.
Boosie getting booked off his old music. So it's not like they don't. Them fans go get your old music.
Yeah.
And make it. And right now in reality, they took DLow old music and made it into a hit.
Yeah.
They resurfaced it, brought it back to life.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest songs out right now. Every kid know that dance.
Yeah.
I'ma get money. They know that. It's just what it is, bro.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a tough question here about specific artists, right?
What up?
Because there's a couple artists that I feel like have had some hits, or on the other side is really talented, but just haven't, for whatever reason, ain't worked out yet for them. So, for example, I don't know if you ever heard of Trap Hamilton. You ever heard of Trap Hamilton?
Yeah.
Like I feel like he got 2 songs that was strong, really strong, and
I think what happened
at
with
least
Trap-
it should have been hits in Central Florida, but it didn't. It wasn't.
So when I came home, I met Trap. Well, you know it's crazy. I've been knew Trap. And that's another thing with prison, bro. Out of sight, out of mind. You forget people until you go to talking to them and realize that y'all been knowing each other a long time.
Yeah.
And Trap cut his hair. He had dreads. I think Trap had dreads back then.
Okay.
But also Trap had a song called Trap or Die.
That's one of them.
And honestly, I used to tell him, bro, you got a good song. For one, you can't do nothing with it because you got to get it cleared.
But you can, and it's a great point to bring it up. I want you to pause there. Do nothing with it, but he can still like perform it, right? And do
Right.
shows.
I felt like if Trap, now Trap tell you this, me and him talk about this. I felt like if Trap could have got that song cleared,
it could have been.
He'd have made so much because, bro, it's a good song.
Yeah.
The song is a great record. Orlando didn't gravitate to it, but they did. They gravitated to it because the DJs were playing. He had a DJ support. and they knew who he was. So it's really off the DJs and who he was made people go listen to it. Then they became fans of it. I felt like if he would have got the song clear, he could have pushed that record, and that record would have went for it. Would have took him to another level.
Yeah.
Because it was a great song, bro. I like the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I liked that song. And to this day, bro, these songs still get played.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like it's a great song.
Yeah.
Trap or Die. It's a, you know, like I say, if he could have got that sample, and that be the thing, bro. And I tell people this all the time, like, crazy thing. Cut him Reese. I be with Reese. Me and Reese. I DJ for Reese. Whatever you want to call management. Whatever you want to call me with Reese. Reese's biggest song was No Statement. Mm-hmm. Reese's biggest song now was a sample. Dead Roses. She got Dead Roses. That's a sample.
Okay.
From a band back in the days. But people gravitated to it because they already knew the song. You already knew the beat. You already knew the beat to it. It was a sample. Yeah. So it's going to gravitate you to something. Damn, I ain't heard this in years. So you're going to literally go get it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So samples, you want to get clear.
Yeah.
Because that's going to get you paid.
Yeah.
Because you're going to gravitate to it. People, your mom might hear a record and be like, what you know about this? What you know? Because originally
you could definitely see that.
And that's where your money come in at. But I be trying to tell people this too, though. Don't drop a record that's a sample without getting it clear, because one thing I do learn about music, and we see it all the time with Orlando artists, they scream and cry about it. If I drop a song that's a sample and you haven't heard that sample, 9 out of 10, some other people gonna go make that same sample and make it a beat. So now the estate gonna call and put the price up on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. The state gonna push up. Oh, we really wanted $2,000 for it. Now we need 10. Everybody calling about getting this sample clip. That's how they make money.
Yeah.
That's like if I call Biggie them people or pop people right now and ask for a sample. If nobody haven't did this sample, it's gonna get give me this. But if you call, he called more people.
Yeah, they
what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on?
So clearing it quickly, you're probably gonna get yourself the best price.
You're gonna get it the best price because nobody's thinking about it.
Right.
But once it dropped and hit platforms, other people still. That's like, for instance, Tad the Jit had a song called Hit. You can't tell him to this day. It's debatable. It's nothing against it, because you can't tell him Young Boy and the Baby ain't take his song. It sounds just like it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he went. Yeah. I remember he went on social media.
It's a debate. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I'm not saying they did. I'm not saying they didn't.
Right.
But you can't say, because you could debate it.
Yeah.
It's close enough. You can't.
You know what I'm saying? That's like lingo.
Yeah.
If D-Lo want to say Big Short Baby or get some like Plies should have copyrighted Shorty. You know what I'm saying? Because it got hot with him saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
real.
Even though the word in ATL, that's what they say, Shorty, what up, Shorty?
Yeah.
It's just,
it's
debatable, man.
No, for sure. Now, Tony Boy and Takeoff just released the album, right?
My God, my boy.
And it's strong. It's really dope. I really love that album. But those are two guys that's been rapping for a minute. Why would you say they haven't went to the next level? Both of them talented. Both of them, Tony he done reinvented himself a couple of times.
Man, you know what I think, bro? Like, I can't even, Tony Boy and Tate, I don't know. It's crazy because Tate is a great rapper, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Tate
really can rap. But I
don't
don't know. I can't tell you
hard to say
how many hits.
I think what it is too, bro, like, it's Take ain't no dick rider, bro, if I can say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can say what
them boys ain't like, they ain't like that. Like, I don't know. I give him Take, he ain't no dick. He ain't gonna ride no wave or none of that. Tony Boy, he gonna politic with you. He ain't no dick rider. He gonna politic. It's gonna be genuine. But at the same time, if you ain't messing with them, they ain't messing with. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they just gonna. It's hard to say, cause bro, it ain't like they missing something. It's just like I don't know, bro. That's a good one, cause I'm stuck on it. Like Tate had a run.
Yeah.
Tony Boy have a run, but Tony Boy got a sin. Me and him talk all the time. Tony Boy, it's like he don't want to rap. Tony Boy gonna drop him 2 songs. His favorite line, boy, somebody gonna go to jail, somebody gonna die, and somebody gonna, and I'm gonna drop in. But that's his way of doing it. Like Tony Boy see the bigger picture. Like he know, okay, I ain't gonna drop no album, drop mixtapes. I'm gonna drop a single here and there. So it's hard to say, bro.
Yeah.
I know they new project 5.
It's 5.
Like that go Mayhem. They got a couple tracks.
They got they 5 now.
Yeah. They got some 5.
We're gonna see.
That's the same thing with like I don't get it. Like D-Boy, bro. Prime example.
Yeah.
D-Boy he's the GOAT.
Yeah, he got it.
D-Boy got a sense of
Yeah.
When he drop. He can just make everybody listen to it. But then D-Boy go ghost on you too, though.
He'll go
But
ghost for
that's
like
D-Boy, though.
time.
That's just knowing D-Boy. D-Boy the type of, he'll drop some gas on you, and guess what? He go back in the shed and go to working on the album or something.
Yeah.
This is how he is, though.
He got a classic album in my book. You
Yeah,
know what I
bro.
mean? Yeah, for sure. All right. I want you to talk about this event that you have coming up for your birthday bash. You know, go ahead.
So the headline, the main event of Saturday is my birthday bash, which is my birthday is what? Tomorrow, September 5th. But I'm doing my party on the 7th. And I chose that date because literally my birthday Thursday was a weekday, but also it's more things going on in Orlando that day. So we got Wildin' Out. We got the Soul Bowl that haven't been played in over 10 years. If you don't know what the Soul Bowl, that's Jones and Evans. So that's a big day. And I just chose that day because there's a lot going on that day. So I feel like with me having a party that night and everybody going to the Soul Bowl and going to the comedy show, Wildin' Out, they'll come out and support me that nighttime instead of during the week. Because you got kids. People got kids, got to go to work the next day. Saturday is a good day of the week to party. You can get drunk, go to sleep. It's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Get up, go to church, or whatever you're going to do, you go to church. Whatever you're going to do, you can get up and have time to still get the kids ready for Monday morning, back to school. So I'm just doing my birthday party. You come, show love. I ain't killing nobody. $20 free parking, $10 drinks. I ain't killing nobody. I just want to have good vibes around me.
Are you there at this club a lot?
Yeah, so that club is, my homeboy's part owner of that club.
Okay.
So, yeah, that club. And like the management, I'm cool with all of them. So shout out to Steven, shout out to Danny, shout out to all of them at Legends, you know. Okay. So I'm all pretty much between, Orlando don't have no nightlife clubs that's like that. You know what I'm saying? Big clubs. Let me rephrase that. We don't have big clubs. That's one of the biggest, Rum Jungle.
Yeah, Rum Jungle.
You know what I'm saying? Really, we only got that and Rum Jungle as in.
As far as really big.
Big clubs. Venues. So I try to go there because I try to go there due to the fact it's free. Like I can do free parking. It's lit up. And it's room, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like no small club. Yeah. I like people to be comfortable.
Yeah.
You know
my ex got a section for her birthday about a couple of weeks from now. I might check it out, try to do the circle back. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool, bro. It's gonna be a dope vibe because for one, I'm the youngest DJ on the ticket.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I'm the youngest DJ on the ticket. I went and got DJ to DJ. Then I got my homeboy. I got the underdog, Jock. You know, he do all the house parties. He from the west side, but he do all the house parties, the birthday parties, little block parties. Jock, then you know, I got him. Then I got a lot of alumni from Evans and Jones. I got KJ from Jones, T-Mac, Jasmine Gabbana. I got her, Jasmine. I got her from Evans, D-Boy from Evans. I got a lot of alumni from the game, from both schools.
She gonna be performing?
No, I don't know. I might let her. No, she
let her do it one.
She could do it one thing.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I got.
We had on the show about a month ago.
That's my dog right there.
Yeah.
Me and her chop it up all the time. So it's like I went and got a lot of alumni because it's a Jones and Evans game of the new generation. But I'm doing the alumni party, so it's gonna be a lot of alumni that's gonna be at the after party where people. It's like a tailgate after the party. We go out and drink, have a good time. That's why I say it ain't gonna be expensive.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just gonna be something to do, man.
All right. Well, let's get it. We're gonna do a segment. We do a segment called Start a Bench with Coach Pink, and what we'll do is we're gonna talk about the trending topics that's going on in sports, music, entertainment, and then you and Pink kind of give me your take on it. All right.
Right.
Give you a few seconds to talk about it. What we at here? We over here with it. All right. So I'm gonna say the topic name, and then y'all gonna let me know whether you want to talk about it or not, and then we'll go from there. All right. So let's start with D-Low. Start a bench.
Go ahead.
All right. So D-Low had his bars talked about on ESPN. All right. So Colorado snuck out week 1 with a win. And on one of the touchdowns, the announcers
cheese.
was spitting the D-Low bars, man. What y'all think about that? D-Low on ESPN.
I think it's great for the artist. I always wonder, sometimes it feels a little corny coming from the broadcaster.
I think, if you want me to be honest with you, that's what you call having a label behind you. I think that's a marketing tool. That was a marketing thing, I think.
Okay.
You think when that happened? I never thought of that.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? So I'm in the music game. So like I say, it's part of the package. It's part of the package. I can't give out this game for free, but it's part of the package, though. So I'm going to give y'all the perfect example of what I mean by it. Like, so I know you, and you're a broadcaster. I got my song called Sports Center going. It's circulating. It's going. The song going. Labels pay people to say he knew too much of the song to say and on the right time and how to say it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Guess what happened? Once he said that song resurfaced back up on the charts.
You better believe it.
That's a label call. I feel you can't tell me that's not a label call.
Okay.
That's what you call marketing.
So it's definitely not a spontaneous thing by the announcer.
Which would have made it more impressive. But either way, I like it.
But what I'm saying it's impressive because you don't know the label did it.
Yeah.
For all I can be saying is BS.
Yeah.
Don't nobody know the label did that. It ain't never got out. It's never. Yeah. But all you know is, as me knowing music and being able to be a thinker, that's something the label did.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's very interesting. I would have never thought of that.
You can't. Nobody never. You cannot change my mind and tell me the label didn't do that.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah,
I like that.
Which is the brilliant idea because.
Yeah.
Guess what he say? Put Big Zone Sports Center. He said it. Big Zone Sports Center. That's a lyric.
Yeah. That's it. All right, let's go with Boosie. Start a bench.
Go ahead.
Boosie is a mainstay in this this segment here. But so him and another rapper, Rollo, has been going. I think Rollo is from Atlanta. I think.
Yeah, Rollo from Atlanta.
And basically, Boosie telling Rollo that he'll never have a rap career. After Rollo said that he doesn't want to keep rapping and doing shows in his 40s and 50s like Boosie.
I'm a Rollo fan. I find no lie in it. I just feel like Rollo, honestly, it's not. The music ain't hidden. It wasn't hidden then. It was more catchy that he had features.
It's more catchy back then.
It was more catchy. And Boosie didn't tell no lie. I felt like them boys know each other better than that. They should have hit each other's phone. Yeah. That shit never made it to the internet.
Yeah.
But Rollo feel like, hey, Boosie, you called me a snitch on public air, so, you know.
Now I got to hit you with something else. Yeah.
I don't think Boosie minds the clicks at all, though.
I think that's part of Boosie's game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think because he get paid off this stuff. He get paid off Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's part of Boosie. That's like part of his whole little gimmick.
Yeah.
To sit there and say because he say stupid stuff.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, like he's look at it, bro.
Yeah.
He just told you I make $150,000 a weekend. Who the hell is making that? A lot of artists ain't making that.
Nah, and he about 20 years in.
That's what I'm saying. And he nothing new.
Yeah.
All old songs.
Facts. All right, Glorilla, start a bench.
We'll start her. I think I agreed with her a few months ago.
Yeah. So I love Glow.
Let's see if I do now.
Big Glow. So basically, I guess she got a titty done, a breast done or whatever, and she was on social media kind of showing them off. She kind of like had them covered up, but she ain't had no clothes on. And she was dancing and whatnot. And all the fans was on there, and it went to trending, saying that the label is making her do that and over-sexualizing her.
I don't think so.
And basically that's what Glow came out and said, was like, no, that's not it.
I don't think so.
You know, blah, blah, blah.
I think with Glow, bro, it's like, this is how I feel about female artists. They gonna backlash me for this shit.
Join the club.
Backlash gonna come with it.
But I get backlashed all day.
If a female, I don't know. They might not bash. They might not bash. But they might be feeling where I come from. My personal opinion on female artists: you got two things, bro. As an artist, as a female artist, either you're good at what you do, you're talented, or you're fine. That's what social media is based off of. Like you're fine, or you got good music, and it's they can relate to it. It's relatable. It's either fine or relatable. It ain't no in between. And I feel like for Glow, she came out with a hit record. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's undeniable. You couldn't get around it. She dropped a hit record, dropped another hit record. She got some money. She invested into herself, made herself look good. Now she's fine, and that's what you call confidence. She just on here showing her body off. Yeah. I don't feel like the label is doing that. I feel like that's more of her, like, welcoming her body on what she did. You know what I'm saying? Like, how she looked. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
No, I agree word for word. I mean, again, if you're not a particularly attractive female, if you don't do something crazy talent-wise, nobody's ever going to care.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the reality, you know? And I don't think a label is telling her to get boob jobs.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
But I think she is probably, like, kind of feeling herself.
That's like a label. It's like a label telling a girl to go get a BBL.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You did that because it's confidence.
Yeah.
In all honesty, it's a confidence thing. She got her tears done. And she got, she always said she's going to be natural on the butt-wise.
Yeah.
So I feel like she got a little money and invested into herself and appearance.
And I don't think that a label would have her do that now. I think she's established to a degree. Maybe when there's an artist that's maybe trying to break, the label might have a little bit more influence or whatever and say, hey, why don't you try this?
What up, Trap?
But, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's hard for me to see guy to them telling her to go do that.
All right, up next we got Country Wayne start a bench.
Start him.
Comedian. So Wayne says that he pays all the bills for his 5 baby mamas even when they dating other men. Is that sound like something y'all would do? Or sign off on?
So I agree with that. If I got multiple baby moms, I agree. If he financially stable, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
if
a
you
difference,
financially
bro. Like,
stable.
If you financially stable and you got this going on, I agree with it. Like, because you got to understand the bills might not be nothing compared to what child support would be.
Well, is that the other part of it? Is he not on child?
I'm sure
Yeah, he's not on child.
Nah.
He's beating. So honestly, all right. So we just be technical with this thing. Country Wayne bills might for his baby mom, all 5 baby moms might be $25,000.
Yeah.
Give or take bills $4,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month, $25,000 for all of them, $30,000 for all of them. That beats me knowing that I got $20-30 million coming in every year on what the courts will put on you. It beats it.
Yeah.
Because in all honesty, I'm only paying $5,000 per baby mom. The courts might award them $10-15 a month per child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're accustomed to a living. So me, that's a win for him. Because for one, you taking care of your responsibility, so it's a win.
I tend to agree. My first gut reaction is like, that's not a great position you want to be in. Like, and I like, what's the flex in paying all these bills? But if the bigger picture is, I'm gonna look charitable and nice to everybody, and it ain't costing me that much. It's costing me less than I could.
It's really not costing them now when you really look at it. And bro, at the end of the, it's keeping the system out his business.
Out the business
because
too.
honestly,
On top of that.
if the system get in his business and really look at what he's making,
No, you're right.
it's gonna make the baby mamas getting more. But all they know is what I tell you, and I'm paying all the bills. You're not digging into this no more.
Yeah. Hopefully, him making that statement doesn't cause those bitches to dig in.
I don't feel like a female would tell you. I don't think they'll go do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them.
And then lastly, we got the NFL starter bench.
It's about to start.
Yeah. I just thought this was interesting, man. That the Friday night game is Green Bay and the Eagles, but they playing in another country.
What is it, Brazil?
Yeah. It's
that's right. Yeah.
And right now it's like really dangerous. They telling the players don't leave your hotel.
Yeah,
I seen it.
You can't go out and what.
Yeah.
So like, what is this a good look for the NFL? You know, they're trying to I guess they're trying to globalize the game like the NBA is doing.
I want to see what they got going on because this is not the first. They're doing a lot of games overseas, bro.
Yeah.
So I want to know what the real question is. What's really going on? What is it? Good money over there? Or what? Like he's trying to say, it's globalizing it, but let us know something.
No, I think it's money because I think you get over, and the games have been well attended in most of these locations, and so you get the game tickets, but then you get the merchandise, and you build fans overseas. And I mean, I'm on the other side of that because it's like I'm a huge soccer fan,
right?
And I watch a ton of soccer overseas. The idea is that you're developing fans that may go to Brazil or I know they played games in Germany and England, and now they kind of like it enough that they're starting to watch, regularly, and you have, real fans that are buying merchandise, buying the product, and I think that's the only reason that they do this stuff is to make more money.
Yeah.
And from the player perspective, I mean, you have that thing where, a lot of basketball guys have a degree of like international fame and can kind of go all different countries and be recognized. The NFL, they always talk about the helmets and this and that, but it doesn't hurt them to grow the brand across seas as well on an individual level.
No, for sure. Definitely see how that go. Hopefully none of them guys get caught up.
No, but I would say
like Ricky Purcell
this particular game and these particular circumstances are bad.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to, have the players be this handcuffed in what they can do and potentially, endangered in some way. That's not why you're doing it.
Exactly.
So, this is, hopefully it goes well, but it's not a good look. And I would assume that they would think twice about using Brazil again for one of these games. Just find a different location where you don't have the same concerns.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you got the players in harm's way. I'm in harm's way over there if they're saying don't come out the room. Like, come on, bro, I'm in a different country. I want to see the country.
I'm making all this money.
Yeah, but you want to. I mean, the benefit of traveling is to enjoy the travel as well.
Hopefully, they'll allow some Brazilian workers to come through by the rooms.
I'm sure they will.
What they about it?
What they about it?
I'm gonna make the call.
What they about it?
I'm gonna make the call.
Hey, what we finna do? What I wanted to do with you here, and again, I didn't tell you anything about what we was talking about doing today, but I have a song I want you to hear from a local artist. I'm gonna break it down to you, and I want you to give this person some feedback. He ain't asking for it. I'm asking. I'm curious.
All right.
And then we'll get you off, and then me and Pete gonna finish with some hardcore sports stuff. All right.
Okay. That's cool.
Now, shout out to Orlando Media Group, OMG.
Guys.
Yeah. We had him on the podcast too. Now you know they had the rap tournament.
I was there.
Right.
OnlyFans. I think that was the OnlyFans with the.
Yeah. That was something separate, right? That was something separate. But he did. This was the second time around they did the Orlando rap tournament. You know, Juju won the first one, and then the second one, I guess it was some logistical things where they couldn't finish it. But the last two guys that was going to go to the championship was Jason and Bay Bubs, okay? Both guys from the Winter Park, Edenville area. All right, so shout out to them.
1887.
Yeah, 1887. I'm going to play a song from Bay Bubs. All right. And I want you to give some feedback, and maybe we can get him in your UMPI Bangs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Situation. All right. Now, I'm gonna let you choose. Well, I'm only gonna play one of them. He got one song called Skinny Carlos, okay, and then there's other no video for that song that I have queued up to play, and then this other song is a video that he got, and it's with Ray Lewis' son, but it's not it's a feature. It's with both of them.
I think I seen that. I think Ray Lewis. I think that's the one passed.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I think I seen that video.
Yeah. You might have
crossed me somehow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you choose which one.
It don't matter whichever one. You play both of them for all I care.
All right, so we're gonna play it. And then we're gonna. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Motherfucking right. Boom. Dumbass. No. White girl got a wonder twin. Come here. Come here, bitch. I can Michael Vick a quarter zip. I'm zip lining through traffic. My plug just threw a zip tie on a baggie. Anytime I send a blitz, it's automatic. My bitch driving this whip flying like fish in the Atlantic. If I don't get signed to Atlantic, then it's back to throw. I throw a fish fry in that Cameron. Fuck gang signs, I might just throw a brick sign in my cannon. Super dynamite, you can't convince me this not an advantage. Consignment over a cosign, it ain't this kind till I stamp it. They get more impressive every single lap around the sun. These black hands be count money when they ain't wrapped around my son. Middle finger up, my trigger finger wrapped around my gun. When I was broke as a joke, I never laughed about my funds. Now the roadie got the small face. I'm this far away from a car chase. I can make this coupe look like Jamar Chase. A bank transfer, call from Chase. This one here too large to make. Baby ball Fat Anthony, I make a Mason jar bank. Niggas say they made bub, I got only guard to thank. I pray hard, I play hard. The niggas hate guard. Christina ain't worth shit without a rape charge. Last 14 play cost me 8 yards. Praise God, nigga, you ain't a gangster, you just hate hard. Every day we play cards, gambling with a life that we know ain't ours, with great odds. Talk to all my demons just to sit down, not a seance. I feel like the most used crayon. Put that on my face card. Nigga, I don't take losses. Most of these niggas shaking, I ain't state farming. This collection play awful. Need to feed a fan base. I'm trying to keep the fam straight. The vows we made don't need handshakes. I'm black on both sides like burnt pancakes. I know how money feel in sand takes. And know how sand takes. My eyelids like lampshades. Nigga, this catfish. Nigga, this catfish. Nigga, this trapping. Nigga, this trapping. I'ma play with it a couple times.
If I find out she a cheater, I'm gon' leave her before I beat her. You can keep her, I don't want no mama need her. Plus I heard that she a eater. Heard that shit louder than my speaker. If I'm smoking, it's on ether. Deeper. Hey, homeboy won't play with his nose, he gon' pay to play. So that boy breaking shot like Kobe, watch him fade away. Hit the gym and find some money, nigga. It's my day to day. All them boys eating, all I gave them boy was paper plates. Now they can have it, cause they got it, we done made a way. I go out west when I need it. I just made a call to send an Addy, they get shit today. Got that little bitch with me, call her Kimmy, she gon' hold the K. My nigga, you don't know what Ray bout. Y'all must think I'm pussy, that's the only thing in Ray mouth. Y'all gon' make me stake out. My niggas out back like the steakhouse. Now tell me how much shit you got at stake now. What you finna say now? Bust them like the Greyhound. Shit go up, but we stay down. This stick love niggas, so I guess that nigga gay now. You put in the order, we gon' treat that shit like takeout.
Right, come here. Drug dealing and rapping, need a way out. I'm in here for a payout. You got the stuff that bad, cause I don't play house. He say he finna spin, I wanna see how this shit play out. There's two things I don't play about. My money and my last name. I put up 30 in my bag game. My little brother spinning, he on max pain with bang. My last name off the E-way, I'm in the fast lane. I turn your life into a crap lane. Come here.
Fucking told a brand new group, Miami playing knuckle loop. My nigga, we don't fuck with you. Like a virgin that's uncomfortable. I fuck my bitch, nigga, and she loved it too. She said I'm in love with you, and then I fucked the cousin too. I had to fuck cause that ass right. Had to get my bad right. Knew it from a bad life. Fuck me coming dead right. Laugh when I smash. And she lit up like a flashlight. Moved to Oklahoma cause I had to give my cash, bitch. And she give me that like a baby giraffe, bitch. Lost my whole girl, but still never know that had bitch. Ass this, ass so fat, is more back than the past.
I need a half brick, but I'ma settle for this half zip. 14 more, babe, it's a class trip. I got a bad chick for getting get back when I get my ass kicked. Last 10, I feel like the president. As black as my black lips. Where I'm at, more important than where I be's at. Believe that. Jump on Bay Bubs, get your string cracked. Boy, this a shootout, no gulag, no rematch. Money talks, I'm at the ATM, singing C-flat. Come here.
Hey, niggas try to find me to the spot, but it's a stats out. You don't know my niggas right behind them, they gon' crash out.
All right, yeah. So that was a, so that was a little bit of Bay Buzz. That just, you know, initial thoughts. What you think? He got something to work with?
He most definitely have something to work. What is it? Snowball?
That was that last one was called Snowball.
Snowball.
It's on YouTube.
That's a good record. It can go in the club.
Okay.
That first record is an album record.
Yeah, it can't go. Yeah.
Yeah, it can go in a hookah lounge, like some chill. Because why I say that, artists got to understand every song ain't meant to be in the club because tempos, it's just mood changes.
Now, and that's a good point. So if somebody's sending you a song, knowing that you mostly primarily deal in clubs, they should send you what they feel like is a club record. If they want you to hear a song.
Another thing too, a lot of people think every song go in the club. But don't get me wrong, I do hookah lounge. I do Cosmo every Sunday. It's hookah lounge, so I got a platform I can play anything.
But ain't it weird because they play Rod Wave in the club, so it's like
yeah, but Rod Wave is a big. See, so this is how it is, right? A club record is something that you want a DJ to break and can't fit in the club. Rod Wave, like I told you, he's in his own lane. You can play. I can play Rod Wave. Any one of Rod Wave's songs, it's gonna be a word for word. So it's not a club. It's karaoke.
Yeah.
It becomes karaoke now.
That's good.
That's
good.
That's
really
that's
good.
really fucking good,
Yeah.
dog. I ain't never thought about it like
Because,
that. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And
Like, if
we
you
gonna
ever-
be singing it.
Like, I've been to Rod Wave show. I'm going to it again. He don't even perform.
Yeah.
He come out sing, but the crowd be so much and they crying and he don't even do nothing. Why do you think he do more acts? He falling out the window and stuff like.
Yeah.
Because he you gonna sing the song for him, so it's like it's a lot you gonna do for him.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. Like if you get on that level as Rod Wave, you don't have to do too much.
Yeah. But yeah, don't you say it need to be a club record, especially if they wanna, you know what I'm saying, get it broke.
Yeah, it got to be a club record, man. I ain't gonna say it have to, but most definitely it'll fit better for a DJ to up tempo record to have in the club because like I said, I can blend it in with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. You can come in and not play it in between some stuff.
Yeah, I tell people all the time. This is what I tell artists: go to the club, hold your hand up in the middle of the club. I don't know you, you don't know me. That's how they know your record. They don't know your record either. But every artist want the whole song of their record played. Your song might be 3 minutes. Hold your hand up for 3 minutes and see how tired you get of doing this here. That's how tired people get of hearing something they unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
That's when I do artists, open up for artists, I try to tell them to give me 2 songs, a hook and a verse. You come with a 10-minute show mix, I'm gonna let you out there look like an ass. Cause guess what? The first, who the fuck is this person up there?
Yeah.
Now they don't even want to give you a chance.
Facts.
That's true. That's true.
Facts. Well, we definitely appreciate you coming through. I ain't gonna lie, man. You killed it today, man. We got some valuable information in here for sure, man. And once again, your show is Saturday, September 7th.
Yeah, September 7th. We had legends, special guests. I ain't gonna say names because you know how people is, but it's special guests that's confirmed gonna be in the building. It's gonna be a good little party. It's gonna be a good party. If you over 25, come hang out. We ain't gonna have no jitterballs. It's gonna be grown folks, man. Good vibes, good music, good drinks. Also, they got food at Legend, so come get you something to eat too.
There we go.
I might have to come through and check you out, man.
You won't go home hungry, Bubba.
That's important.
You might go home alone.
Won't go home hungry. Might leave alone, but you'll go home with a full stomach. Yeah.
Big facts, big facts. All right, well, appreciate you. We finna play a little bit of Bay Buzz to come back with some sports and close the show out.
All right.
Yeah.
Motherfucking right. Boom.
Dumbass. Listen.
No.
White girl got a 1 to 10.
Come here. Come here, bitch. I can Michael Vick a quarter zip. I'm zipping out into traffic. My plug just threw a zip tie on a baggie. Anytime I send a blitz, it's automatic. My bitch driving this whip flying like fish in the Atlantic. If phone gets signed to Atlantic, then it's back to through. I throw a fish fry in that Cameron. Fuck gang signs, I might just throw a brick sign in my cannon. Super dynamite, you can't convince me this not an advantage. Consignment over a cosign, it ain't this kind till I stamp it. They get more impressive every single lap around the sun. These black hands be count money when they ain't wrapped around my son. Middle finger up, my trigger finger wrapped around my gun. When I was broke as a joke, I never laughed about my funds. Now the roadie got the small face. I'm this far away from a car chase. I can make this coupe look like Jamar Chase. A bank transfer, call from Chase. This one here too large to make. Baby Buff at Anthony, I make a Mason jar bank. Niggas say they made Bub, I got only guard the thing. I pray hard, I play hard. The nigga.
Yeah. All right, you guys are back on the Bench Podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. That was DJ4D. Just a lot of good, valuable information. So that's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think I'm almost ready to survive prison. That was like real stuff. That's what I loved about that. Like he was, everything he said was like connected to reality. And, we talk, not on the show so much, but we just talk every day to people that have no clue about anything. Yeah. And he's like the opposite of that. That was fantastic.
Facts. Now we're going to talk about some people that don't know what they're doing again.
Oh, man. Back to the sad reality.
We can start with me or we can start with you.
Start with whoever.
The picture says Florida State falls out of the AP Top 25, but you were at the Boston College game.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I was this close from putting money on Florida State, and honestly, the only reason why I didn't is because I lost track of time, and I didn't have, and also I didn't have the phone, but I could have went on the laptop.
Yeah.
But if I had my phone, it would have been good, because it's just 5 seconds to do it.
Yeah.
And so boom, you're at the game. Just go through what's going on and the emotions and the fallout after. And this game in particular, I thought the first game we saw the quarterback, we was like, well, he didn't do anything to hurt him, but he didn't do anything to like take over the game and win. But this game, I felt like he was missing every damn throw from watching on the TV. I don't know. I mean, I know that's going overboard and extra, but just you at the game, how are you looking at it?
Yeah, I mean, quarterback play specifically. He definitely missed some throws. The pick was bad, and it was at a bad time. But I also thought like 84, Kyle Morrock, the tight end, to me dropped 4 passes, 2 touchdowns. That was inexcusable. Mm-hmm. When he dropped the 4th ball, I just stood up and said, "Get him the fuck off the field."
The 4th one?
Well, I mean, at that point, it was enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, literally, I don't
right,
care what happens to him.
Yeah.
Just get him off the fucking field.
Yeah.
I mean, it just,
yeah.
That's the thing. But, I mean, DJ's not playing well. Can't dispute this. He lacks, to me, there's a lot of things lacking, but I don't like his mobility or lack thereof specifically. I don't like, almost like the absence of any leadership or drive. It's like you don't see him like really, like leading the team in any meaningful way. He plays with almost zero emotion, And, you know, even when things are bad or whatever, there's just he's just an empty suit. Like, there's nothing going on beyond that. Like, you know, if you're playing that bad, like, you should be frustrated. You should be pissed off. When guys drop the ball, like, you should be, you know, glaring at them or, like, you know, like yelling at them. Like, there's just nothing there. You know, I mean, he had a couple decent throws, a couple decent passes, but, like, there's just no fucking emotion. And what the entire team, that's it. I mean, the more I think about this collapse, and that's what this is, I mean, from where we were, like a 4-year trajectory of ascendancy with Norvell and a culture that seemed genuine, authentic, positive, and engaging, like, to where we are right now, it's literally so hard to figure out why.
Yeah.
You know, because there's nothing going on with this team. You know, one of Norvell's big things, like from the minute he got on campus, is he's, you know, respond. It's one of his mantras, and it's like, I remember when he got here and he started saying it. They interviewed one of his former Memphis players, and it's like, I'm gonna hear that for the rest of my life, no matter what. I'll be 50 years old hearing his voice yell respond.
Okay.
You know, and I loved it because it's true.
Yeah.
Like, in life, we all get put in these positions that, you know, things happen negatively. You lost your phone in the water, like, you know, just stuff happens. And this is, forget football. Like, things happen in life, and the only thing you really can do or should do is respond.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what happens, you know, tragedy, misfortune, you make a mistake that sets you behind the 8 ball, the simple concept of just respond to that. Like, come back, don't quit. Whatever you do, don't quit moving forward. And I love that. And it was like a core principle. But this group of players doesn't know what the hell that is.
Yeah.
And so if you talk about, like, watching a game, I was livid the week before, and we talked on the show about it. I felt the season was done, and I felt that you know, the team was just so lacking in anything identifiably good. And so I went to this game in a very negative frame of mind. I was like, if you lose, you're fucking dog shit. If you win, where the fuck were you last week when it mattered?
Yeah.
There was no good outcome to this game for me.
Okay.
But at a very base minimum, you are looking for a response.
Yes.
You're looking for some sort of intensity, something.
A heartbeat.
A heartbeat, a pulse, a fucking aroused penis, whatever it is. Like, and we got nothing.
Yeah.
We got nothing. And it's almost like cruel how bad this team is, in that sense that you built a program on this concept of response and showing up and caring, and this team plays like it doesn't care. And so at 14-0, I was ready to leave. Yeah, who cares that I drove 4 hours to get up there? Who cares what I spent on tickets? Who cares whatever?
Yeah, no.
I did not fucking care, because clearly the 85 guys in uniform didn't care.
Yeah.
And so fuck them all. That's where I'm at. Now, when I talk about the cruelty and the lack of response, literally any time that the team generated a positive play, we had a couple of TFLs. We had one touchdown. We had one punt that went out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. In every single circumstance, we allowed the other team to make an immediate play, for them to respond. You know, we had the punt. We backed them up. First play out of scrimmage. And again, you're in a college stadium on the road. Your fans get a little fired up. It could be a little whatever. We let off a 12 or 15-yard play. Now they're out of trouble. Playbook's back open. Let's go. We scored the touchdown, make it a 1-score game in the third quarter. Then we surrender a long touchdown drive. It's every single time you have a chance to do something. I almost just started like laughing on third downs because you just knew they're going to get it. They started the game, I think it was 6 for 7 on third down.
Yikes.
Our first 3 possessions were 3 and out. In the middle of the second quarter, we were down 14-0 and had run 9 offensive plays with 0 first downs.
Wow.
that's where you are as a football team. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just absolutely absurd. And I don't know, where you go from here. Because it's that bad. You're going to cobble through the schedule or whatever. There's a massive movement. I mean, when he threw the pick in the third quarter on the first possession, everybody started chanting for the backup, who I don't know whether he can play or not. I mean, he played the 2 games at the end of the year, but you're so disgusted by what you're seeing, you're just hoping the other guy can't possibly be this bad.
But you guys are in a tougher situation. I don't think you could pull DJ that early. Season. I just don't think.
I talked to a lot of people about that. I don't think Norvell was ready to make that decision in that game. Now, if they had gone up 3 scores with still some time to play, if they went up 3 scores at the beginning of the fourth quarter, I think he could have put another guy in and just kind of said lost cause, didn't want to get anybody hurt, we'll regroup.
But at the same time, seeing what this guy got.
Yeah, but there was a cruel reality to that game in that it was never more than 2 scores. And so literally until the closing minutes, hey, if we get a score, whatever, onside kick, get a stop, and we can score again, maybe we steal the game.
Yeah.
That was a certain reality that you had to deal with. So we have a bye week, so we're not playing this week. And again, it's one of these things that you're going to, what do we do with this? Now, here's another thing that I think in contemporary college football, I don't know the dollar amount, but I have to feel that some sort of significant financial commitment was made to DJ to play. And so in some level, you're not just saying, well, I'm going to just dump the quarterback and go with the younger guy. There's a financial consequence to that, or financial consideration. Like, do you really want to, pay whatever it is for 2 games of football? Like, I don't know, and you kind of have to. What I'm saying is it becomes a part of the decision-making matrix.
It has to be.
And he may have the balls. And again, to me, I almost feel like you just literally drop all the older guys who are not draftable. Like drop DJ, drop Roydell Williams, drop anybody that's very few people are performing, to be fair. But there's nothing to come from those guys. They're like seniors. They're gone anyway. They have no investment in the future.
But you after just 2 games, you're ready to just pull the entire plug.
Like, your season's over. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to sell?
You can still become bowl eligible.
Who cares? Maybe you can become bowl eligible by playing with younger guys who give a shit and who care. Because the problem is, the more you lose, the more these guys check out.
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying,
the reality of
what you can sell. Not literally, but you sell opportunity to young guys who are presumably hungry to play.
And then you sell the future to the fan base.
That's what you got. But there's a scenario. I mean, if you asked me after the first week, and my cousin did, I don't think Norvell gets fired.
No, hell no.
No, but I've changed my opinion on that. I genuinely feel that if we don't get to 6 wins, I think it's very much in play for him to be fired.
Nah, that's going overboard.
It's not.
I think
it's not.
I'll put it this way: unless there would have to be like a prime candidate that coveted and that wants to go to Florida State for that to happen. Like as far as the available people now, no.
College football it's a different animal. You have to be able to sell. And if you're 4 or 5 wins, 3, 4 wins, you have nothing to sell. And what you're going to have is you're going to have your recruiting class fall apart. You're not necessarily going to be a hot transfer destination. I mean, there's a momentum to the program. We had it, 8 months ago, and now we don't have any of it.
Yeah.
And that's the reality. So I don't know if you were to get to 7 wins, which you'd basically have to go 7-3 down the last 10 games, whatever that has to look like, I think you're okay. I mean, he's okay. You have something to move forward with. But if it drops that badly, and again, you look at it the other way, it's year 5. Like, can you be 5-7 in year 5? Like, I don't think so.
Okay, when you're looking at it.
Yeah.
But that also, I guess, could that be looked at as just an off year, a blip year, and then maybe he's on the hot seat heading into next year. And also, I mean, the whole team is on the hot seat coming off of the bye. I mean, I know you're saying the season is over already, and I know I just said that after the first game, heading to the second game, but after a bye, a team is supposed to look much better, much hungrier. Who do you have after the bye? Do you know?
Memphis, his old school.
Yeah.
So, but again, it doesn't matter who you have anymore because
And Memphis is much better these days. No, they're not.
No.
That was a question.
They were better when he was there.
Okay.
Yeah, they were better when he was there.
Okay.
But no, it doesn't matter who you have because when you're playing this bad, everybody's a problem for you.
Yeah.
And that you got to deal with that. Now, there's a couple of other, there's a couple layers and different ways to look at this. One of the things that you could look at is, we had DJ on ice until Cam Ward made a decision. And I don't know why he went to Miami or not. We could say maybe it's the money. But you could look at this and say, maybe Mike wanted Cam Ward. The resources didn't line up to do that, and then he kind of got stuck with a second choice guy, and he's just kind of trying to cobble through the season. Internally I don't know, but it's a possibility.
No, it's definitely a possibility, and and we don't have to say the name, but we added somebody in here and was talking about Miami and how Miami was kind of shortchanging guys. This two or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
maybe Miami has learned from those lessons, and now they're anybody in their sight that they really want. Yeah. It's just they're throwing the basement and the whole house at them.
Could be
to get him in.
Could be for sure. But it was funny though. I was talking again to my cousin and as I finished talking to him, I went on Facebook and a guy named Wayne Hogan, who was, when I was at FSU, he was the sports information director. He was at one point interim athletic director. And he wrote like a long Facebook post of what he feels is the two big problems. And he dates it back, and it was literally what I was telling Carlton. The snub in the playoff, and then the defections before the bowl. And I remember internally watching the snub, and my first instinct was, because it appeared the team was in like a common room watching the playoff selection show. Mm-hmm. My first reaction to the snub was like, literally, you get everybody in that room together, you vow that you're going to play the bowl together and beat the fuck out of whoever goes in front of you. Mm-hmm. That didn't happen. I don't know if it's Norvell's fault or whatever.
And I remember we talked about that. I thought that's what should have happened.
Everybody kind of ended up making their own decision. There was just and there was a lot of guys that like declared pretty quickly they weren't going to play, but there was a whole nother group of guys that kind of decided not to play like closer and closer to the game, which I thought was like equally confusing. And what Wayne Hogan was talking about is the snub was devastating because it was a sucker punch to the whole program. And then all the defections really undermined like literally everything that we built. It had been a program built on kind of like day-to-day work, responding, sticking together, being a brotherhood. And then in that couple-week period from the selection show to whatever, the brotherhood was effectively broken. Everybody made a decision that was best for them. And, from the outside, you kind of start to rationalize it and be, okay, well, and then all those guys went to the combine and did very good. A majority of them got drafted and made teams, the fall. So in some way, individually, it was good. But you could argue, and it was what he was arguing, what I felt in hindsight, the culture of the team was broken in those weeks. And I don't know where you get that back.
Yeah. We got Kobe saying college is on a more level playing field now. The only separation is in the 10 good quarterbacks in the nation. And then he's saying, oh, stop it. FSU is not winning without a quarterback. No different than Clemson.
I call bullshit on that. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that team went out and won 2 games when they had to win to stay undefeated. Yeah. They deserved the chance. I mean, they could have, any one of those 4 teams could have lost the playoff. Yeah. It just, 3 of them are going to lose the playoff. That's not the defining factor. So, I that's horseshit for me. There is, I agree with the first thing he says. And, it's been for a long time where you don't win at a high level in college football without an upper tier quarterback.
Yeah.
It just, out the kind of like the pre-Tua Alabama teams were the last to do that. When Clemson won, you had Deshaun, and then you had Trevor.
Yeah.
Michigan had he wasn't like a star all year, but JJ McCarthy's a first-round draft pick. We won with Jameis. Alabama won with Tua. But yeah, you just can't win the way the game's played. That is such a critical spot that you just can't win without an elite guy there.
Yeah, it definitely seems so.
Now,
I told you last time we were on the show, and I know you said it didn't matter. The Gators lost. That means we still suck. If we win, we beat a bad coach team in Miami. But I said it was really important for the Gators and Napier, but also important from the aspect of it needs to look right. Like win, lose, or draw, it has to look right because it hasn't looked right in 1,000 years. And boy, did it look god awful, man. It's been so long since I've seen something that looked this bad with this level of expectation. Like by every pundit and every analyst, like these were two even teams for the most part in Florida and Miami, and one team in Miami comes out and destroys the other. And for the fucking life of me, I can't understand in any sport, basketball, I talk about it all the time, and football is happening with the Gators here. Like, what is the admiration with a guy just because he's older or just because he's been there? Like, you can, if when a guy is better, like we can see it. I don't care how much you're paying for a guy, how much a guy makes, or whatever the case may be. If one guy is better than the other guy, you play the guy that's better. I don't fucking understand. And now I hope Napier is next to join our defensive coordinator who's working at Home Depot now.
Yeah.
I hope Napier.
Do we know what department that goes in?
I hope Napier joins him, and he will be. He will be out of a job. That game. Now, I know you said about Novell that it is over for Napier. It's over. And I was a Napier. I was one of his lone supporters here out of the Gators Nation because I kept calling on the recruiting. But fuck, if you're not even going to play the good recruits that you're recruiting, what good does it do? It doesn't do any good. And then the ones that are on the field, you aren't doing anything with them. The man we get, by the grace of whoever you believe in, Graham gets hurt in the middle of the game. That's the same way that Anthony Richardson got in the game when I was begging for Anthony fucking Richardson to get in the game.
And
it's the same situation.
And Kyle Trask before.
The only way.
It's a Gator tradition.
It's a Gator tradition. The only way the better quarterback is going to get on the field is that the first guy get hurt. If not, we're just going to suffer and die in that year. And as soon as DJ gets in the game, the first two plays are quarterback read option plays. Okay, for a guy who has thrown over 50,000 yards in his high school career, you're gonna do two, and your first starting quarterback is hurt, and you want to run two quarterback reads down 1,000 points with your freshman, 5-star quarterback, and it's just the truth. This guy just he doesn't have a feeling for play calling, but he doesn't want to relinquish that job duty. He doesn't want to, give it to someone else. And that's going to be his undoing, and unfortunately is our undoing. He's terrible at play calling. The defense, it is what it is. The defense has been awful for a long time. I don't know, the reason for it. Yeah, last year we had a Home Depot coach coaching the defense. This year we don't. So, okay, I guess it takes a year or two for a defensive system to get input but I don't know. It was awful. The secondary is god awful. But the offense is supposed to be better. We have the players. Okay, the offensive line is average, but we have the players. And now they're talking about his replacements already. Okay, now I'm just going to – they have the 5 here. You tell me, if any of these guys seem interesting that I should be interested in because a change is going to happen. Lane Kiffin is one.
A change is going to come like Sam Cook.
Yeah, change is going to come, man. Lane Kiffin.
Okay.
Jed Fish. Are you familiar with that name?
No.
Jed Fish is of the Washington Huskies. Okay.
He just got there.
Yeah, just got there.
Okay.
Okay. Eli Drinkwitz.
Where's he from?
Lowe's. Missouri, I think. Yeah, Missouri.
Okay.
Bobby Slowick. These are some names. You hear me?
Yeah, where's he from?
He's the offensive coordinator for the Houston Texans.
Houston Texans.
They said he's 37. He's a brilliant offensive mind and quarterbacks coach.
Okay.
Okay. Lance Leapoid. Boy, these are some names. Are you familiar with that name?
No, where's he from?
Kansas Jayhawks.
Okay.
None of these names saying I guess Lane for the actual just the name of names, and you may be able to keep your recruiting class with Lane.
Lane's really done a pretty good job at Ole Miss.
Yes.
And he's behaviorally. I mean, he'll still like poke the bear with some comments, but he's kind of matured, I think, overall, and he has a better feel for, kind of poking the bear versus stepping in dog shit. Yeah. So, I mean, I think Lane Kiffin would probably be a good hire for almost any program at this point.
For me, it's Lane or my first option. You do what you can for Urban.
I don't think you go back down there.
Why you can't?
Because, again, he's much older now, and he's tasted failure in Jacksonville. And
that's the NFL. Many coaches now, age aside, many coaches have went to the NFL, failed, came back, and been same level of success when they had the first stint in college.
But he's just an older guy.
I know age.
I'm not an age guy.
Age and got a couple of health issues, but
allegedly
to leave Florida in the first place.
I don't think he's not. He doesn't carry the same. He's not the same guy. I think it's. You're trying to rekindle something that's not there anymore, and not
the
there
circle back
with him.
We don't know that.
But the circle back. Let's talk about the circle back.
Yeah,
like you're circling back for a good time. You're not circling back to jump the broom.
Pink, you know how long it's been since I've had a good time? What good time have I had? I haven't had a good.
That's a personal problem.
I haven't had any good times.
No, but
I use them as a placeholder. I don't know. Like if we miss out on Lane,
I don't think that's the way to go. Placeholders. That's not it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't had anybody to come over my
side.
Do
it if you want. But I think the guy's a piece of shit as a human being. I think he's older and crappier than he was, when he was in his peak. And again, it's almost worse going back to the same place that you were. I don't think you can go home again. Maybe LeBron disagrees, but I just don't think that that's a good move, And if that's what your guys are hanging your hat on, more power to you.
You talk about selling a fan base, though.
Here's the thing, man. What really does the trick is sustained winning. That's it. We can talk about igniting fan bases and doing this shit. Because again, we're 3 games removed from being undefeated, and it feels like you are in football hell.
Yeah.
Inside the stadium. It's depressing.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's miserable. And you're 3 games from being 13-0.
Yeah.
And it's that bad. So it's not. It's about the product on the field. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Again, Napier came as alleged recruiter, bright young guy, blah blah, whatever. The product on the field has been bad, and Gator fans feel like they do. It's winning. That's it. It's sports for a reason. They keep a score for a reason. Find a guy that'll win.
I guess I just disagree from the standpoint of I don't know that Urban can't win anymore.
Yeah.
Unless literally, I mean, and he's not an option. He wasn't an option on that list. Yeah. That's just a name that I threw out.
Yeah.
Urban, it's the large chance he never coaches again a day in his life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially from a head coaching standpoint.
For sure. And it's probably for the best. But here's another guy that had some success earlier, and it's Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
And I think we cannot, I mean, we talk about it in politics.
Yeah.
We have on this show, but it affects coaching too.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. Like, honestly, let's just go back 5 years. Nick Saban. Nick Saban had Alabama up and running. It's great, and they're very good to near the very end. He retired. But if 5 years ago, Nick Saban just went to another program and tried to build again, it's not the same.
Yeah. He
had an energy and a vigor and an intensity when he was building Alabama, in, what was that, 2008, 9, in those areas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the same when you're 65, 67 years old or whatever the hell he was.
Yeah.
That's just a reality. Like, so I just think it's very misguided to just say, oh, let's pull this old dude back. And do it that way.
Yeah.
But, I'm up for you guys trying. But honestly, I mean, I'm almost troubled by the fact I don't really know the rest of these guys that you're talking about. Like, I'm almost everyone. I'm kind of like, who's this guy?
And that's kind of the field now. But, after every college football season, more things open up. A guy, and the guys do leave for what is perceived to be a bigger job as well. So you have those options that's just not there. So
one of the other things I said too is, like, if you look at, if you define a coach by kind of having championship pedigree, like, Nick left with like 6 or 7 of the last 15, 18 titles.
What I mean? Yeah.
Kirby's at still pretty much at the peak of his powers. At Jordan, he's not leaving.
No,
he's got two or three or whatever. Dabo's kind of fallen apart, had gotten older. He's not a coveted guy, and he's got 2.
Ways.
And Jim Harbaugh leaves for the NFL, and he has a title. And then Jimbo has a title, but it's a little bit older, and he's run out of Texas A&M. It's just, and there's a thing with the guy, like, look at a guy like Jimbo. Like, he was never great at Texas A&M.
Yeah.
And he was a guy that had good success at Florida State and was kind of universally respected as a recruiter and coach.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed to be like a good combination of both. And as he got older and personal life got away from him, he just wasn't effective.
Yeah.
And he rightfully got dismissed. So I know, like, I work with a couple Gators, and they're always bad on bashing the athletic director for trying to find the next guy.
The next
but
young.
I'm not in that camp. Like, I'd still be very much interested in finding the next young guy. If you can't get.
So you jump right back in the pool.
Yeah.
That you got Napier from.
Yeah.
The young hot pool.
Yeah.
The same young hot pool that
much rather be at the young hot pool than the old wrinkly pool, my friend. So if you wanna get there with Captain Saggy Balls, Urban Meyer, like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean,
all right. I hear you, and that's. I mean,
and what I say about that. I mean, like, okay. I mean, I think Kiffin would be a great hire, but if he's not, I'm not gonna go like too far into the retread pile. Yeah. I'd rather look young and catch a guy on the rise.
Yeah.
For sure. But again, maybe these guys are the guys. I'm not really sure. Like, I just don't know their names.
Yeah.
The one you mentioned for the Texans, I do find that interesting because, like, again, if he's what they say he is,
young,
I'm like,
bright.
Would you not want to be the next big NFL coach?
And he's already the offensive
You're already
coordinator.
there. Yeah, you're already there. So it's like, to me, I'd probably be a little bit more interested in NFL jobs than a college job. But
yeah,
that's kind
college is a lot of work now. A lot of stress, a lot of
college,
work.
Yeah, there's a reality where college is not the attractive job that it used to be.
Yeah.
And for a lot of reasons. I mean, you have to, build a roster year to year now. You've got to do that by a combination of recruiting high school talent and getting transfer portal guys. You also have to continue to secure the pieces of your roster that you want. It's relentless.
Airbnb is interesting.
And
Yeah,
the pure financial part of this too.
Yeah.
And we're in like the Wild West of this because it's like, you know, that you don't know year to year what the market is going to be for a 5-star quarterback or the top transfer quarterback.
You have no idea, yeah.
Or whatever. And so you're in this, you know, and your school doesn't and your resources don't. And you're trying to kind of do all this on the fly.
Yeah.
I think college football needs a significant revamp. And I've heard a few things. I heard that they are potentially going to go to one transfer window where kind of all transfer business can be handled. Which again, it's almost like in the pro sports, like you have your free agency window where, you know, those things kind of transpire all together. But the one thing that hamstrings the college football situation is, oddly enough, the academic calendar, because you kind of have to handle transfer business in December.
Yeah.
Because you have, you know, like classes start in January, unless you want to, you know, have a transfer that you're not going to bring in until the summer, which is not ideal. But again, with the transfer business, you know, teams playing in bowls and in the championship 12 scenario, they're particularly the 12 championship scenario, their roster is, you know, a higher likelihood to want to stay together and play that out than a team going to the Tax Slayer Bowl, you know, to play for a few peanuts. But that's, you know, these are all dynamics. The game just does not line up well, and I'm talking about the on-field game versus the off-field dynamics. And I think that's, you know, it has to be addressed at some point in some way. Yeah. To do that, you know, it's just sloppy right now. No matter who you are or where you are, it's sloppy business.
No, for sure. So we'll see if they can rebound against Samford. That's not Sanford, Florida.
Do you? You could probably find like 20 guys in Sanford today.
The absolute only reason why I'm watching this because this will be DJ's first start. Yeah. Which it should have been last week.
They played this week, no bye?
No bye.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll check that out. Yeah. All right. Let's close the show out with just I want to rattle off some NFL games, a couple other big ones. You let me know which one you're most interested in. Of course, we got the Ravens-Chiefs on Thursday.
Very interesting.
A lot of eyes going to be on that one.
Yeah.
All right, Chiefs at home there. Okay. We've already talked about the Packers and Eagles a little bit there as far as on the political side. Some more big games. You have, let's see here, Jags and Dolphins.
I'll be there.
You'll be there.
In person.
In state. Not really a rivalry, so to speak, but just, you know, interesting because both Florida teams.
Well, the Dolphins, particularly early in the year, played some really fun football. And the Jags, you know, to me, they struggled down the stretch. They had the upper hand on a playoff spot, and Trevor got banged up, and Trevor didn't play real well. So, you know, do you really have a guy or not? That's the question that I think Jacksonville's going to answer this year.
I think the Cowboys and Browns is an interesting game. They got Browns at home, and
I don't. I mean, to me, I put the Cowboys with the Lakers. They're just an overhyped bag of shit.
But don't you want to see, you know, Deshaun? You know, first of all, Cleveland had number 1 defense in the league. To see if, you know, Dak and what that offense can do, and on Cleveland side, you know, Deshaun. He was cleared to play, but didn't play any preseason games, but was cleared to play. And then all the way up until this week was questionable, but he's going to play. I want to see, like, you know, is he done? You were never the biggest, but you understand the level of play he was before whole situation.
I always thought he was a little bit overhyped, but a good player. He hasn't shown much of anything in Cleveland.
Right.
My only interest in that game is him not playing and letting Jameis go.
Okay.
I mean, as far as that goes.
Yeah, as far as that goes.
If I'm watching, like, you know, if I have the games on or whatever, and I hear that Jameis checks in, I'm switching channels. I'll just put it to you that way.
Jets and 49ers is interesting. That's the Monday night game.
You got to see, like, the Jets. Where are they?
Yeah.
You know, like it felt last year when you're going into the season with Aaron Rodgers, like, hey, you know, Garrett Wilson, a couple of these guys are talented. Defense seemed
Defense
good.
is really good.
And so, I feel like, it's a big showcase game for them and for Rodgers. I'm curious to see how much he's got left in the tank.
Yeah.
The 49ers should be a machine again.
Yeah.
So it'll be a tough one.
Yeah, they got
but
guys
definitely worth the watch because of that.
Yeah. That's definitely a big game there. I love that one. The Rams and Lions is a sneaky, solid game as well. A lot of people think the Rams could fight for that NFC West title.
Yeah, we talked about the Rams and Stafford and kind of the couple of the weapons he have. Now,
Yeah.
first year without Aaron Donald and see what they do defensively. But yeah, it should be a fun game. And the Lions, it feels like they're building something strong. It's
They could have beat the
sustainable.
49ers. They pretty much gave that game away to make it to the Super Bowl.
They did.
Yeah.
But again, can a team that hasn't tasted success in a long time build on a sample of success, or do they, kind of regress and not handle that well?
Yeah.
So it'll be a good test of their maturity as an organization.
Yeah, for sure. And then also, I want to see how these rookie quarterbacks do. With the Commanders play the Bucks, and my guy Caleb plays the Titans. Been a huge Caleb guy from day zero.
I like Caleb in Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
That's why I picked him in one of the fantasy leagues.
Okay.
So, yeah, I he's a different dude. I'll give you that. But I liked him in Hard Knocks. I think I can see where he's like a relatable teammate. I can see where he does have a good kind of intuitive feel for the game, and I could see where people would play for him and want to get after it with him.
Yeah.
And then they brought in some offensive weapons for him to throw to.
Mm-hmm.
And defensively, from the Hard Knocks, they seem like they're competitive on that side of the ball.
They're going to be.
I don't
They
think
should
they're
be
a bad
solid.
defense.
They should be solid to say the least. And whatever's left of the Titans,
What is left of the Titans? They don't have Derrick Henry. They don't have the Vrabes, the coach that they've had for many years.
No Tannehill.
And well, that might be enough. I guess you're getting Will Levis and friends. I don't know.
Tony Pollard's over there.
Yeah.
And the old receiver Johnson.
Which Johnson?
I almost called his name. But yeah, they got an old receiver. I think he's the number 1, number 2 receiver over there.
Okay.
I don't think they're not supposed to be that good this year.
Yeah.
Hopkins, DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins,
is what
yeah.
I was trying to
Okay.
get. Yeah. But that's with Cardinals and Bills, because you got Kyler coming back. And see if he can have a strong full season.
Yeah, see what he can do.
And they bought him some new weapons.
Yeah.
And then of course on the Bill side, all of the turnover and a lot of people still have Josh Allen as like the MVP front runner. He's supposed to be able to shoulder this load.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be the challenge. The opportunity is there for him to really, if he gets them to the playoffs with a solid, a 12-5 type of year, you'll probably be looking at him in a conversation.
Yeah.
Just because I think so much will fall on him to perform. So it'll be interesting.
I picked him number 1 overall last night.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
I said, why not?
Yeah. I wouldn't have done that.
Over Patrick.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Not 100 years.
Bad move.
For me, it would have been. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I got Patrick.
You want to bring Urban Meyer back too, so. You're just out here making bad decisions.
I didn't want to ride or die with Patrick. Yeah, he's my guy. I don't want to pick him in every league.
Yeah.
But, see what Josh can do.
Yeah.
All right, well, by next week, we'll have some games to react to, man.
NFL games to react to. I'm excited.
And we're supposed to have a former stripper turned podcaster here, so.
Really?
See how that goes.
Exciting times ahead.
See if she can also do a show next week.
Let's go.